You recorded, Jim.
Oh, here you go.
I'm working on it. Why the hell is it not?
Drop the call and then call back in.
Well, no. Oh, son of a bitch.
There we go.
I'll aim on this too.
Steve?
Yeah, he called like. Hold on. I'm gonna. Everyone, hang up. I'm gonna call out again. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
There we go.
Right. Now,
I see Jim. I see Enzo.
Bear with me a moment. Let me see if I caught that.
Just what, did you video record it, or did you just put it on your vocal?
I don't know if you guys can hear that. I cut through. It stopped recording as soon as Paul called back. Okay.
He was playing something, and I told him record it because he's going to forget it, and I kind of liked it.
Multitasking. There's the Jimbo.
So let me do it one more time. Just I'm not recording it.
Oh, stick the phone in front of your fingers. Hold up the phone while you're playing.
Don't know what the rest is, but anyway. All right.
Cool.
I got it.
Cool. And can you drop the call and call back, man? I don't know why. I got a hiccup here. Thanks, pal.
All right. Enzo Lucia has left. Steve is not with us yet?
No, he's calling Tebow Vision, but it's like, no, we gotta, there we go. Perfect.
Better?
Thanks, man. Yeah. So we got to get Steve in on this call. He calls, I don't know where he's calling, but we're going to add.
Oh, what did he do this time?
Stefano Cefaloni. No. How do we get him in? Fuck.
What?
Maybe if I do it from here. Add people.
But when you called out, it goes to him. Why doesn't he just accept and he's in?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I'm trying to call him from here. Let's see if that works. Stefano Cefaloni.
Hey!
There it is.
Trying to connect to the guys.
Hey.
Trying to connect to the guys.
Si, boy, ça a pris du temps.
Yeah. See,
What the hell is that?
It's beer, man.
Nice.
I figured that out.
Archibald. Good shit.
From what fucking hobo did you scam that?
Hobo. Doesn't she look cute? It's Archibald, man. It's made in Quebec City, right by the airport. They got a really nice brew pub place. We'll give him a plug. Archibald. Give ourselves a plug.
Turn on your camera, Steve.
Where's that lead? There. No. Ah, fuck. I gotta have 15 tracks going. I'm trying to.
Steve, you taking a lead?
I'm here.
Steve.
Turn on your camera, bro. We can't see you.
We don't want to see him, Paul. He's taking a leak.
Sorry. Leave the camera off.
He did that yesterday. We were naked, Jim. He was in bed.
That was funny.
Who's
I'm
naked?
sure your wife was tonight.
That was fucking hilarious.
I'm sitting next to the modem, and this thing tells me poor network connection. I'm gonna smash it.
I get that. I'm as close as I'm not as close to my modem as I could be, but still, I'm a hell of a lot closer when I'm on the third line.
Look, it's right there.
Yeah, but you know what?
Fucking
The last
Get
couple of
closer than
weeks,
that.
if our friends at Bell are listening, I'm pretty sure they're starting to throttle the speeds again and start some bullshit. You know, when you got the bells, they are the dirt bags.
Hey,
Dirt
Steve.
bags. The bags of dirt.
Okay, before we go all cuckoo and nonsense and Steve.
Yeah.
I'm working on another mix for Here and Now for you. What do you want? Bass, vocals, one rhythm guitar?
Bass and the guitars.
Vocals? Paul's vocals?
I need them all, Enzo. I need them all. I'm that retarded.
Okay, no
Otherwise,
lead?
I can't function.
No, okay, I know, but not the backups. You want the backups too?
I don't need it.
Okay, so main vocal, bass, rhythm guitar, no lead guitar?
No. I don't need it.
Okay, cool. It'll be in Dropbox in the morning or later tonight.
Okay.
Whoa, let's see.
Now that it works, because I'm on the iPhone now and I can communicate with you guys perfectly, it's good.
Are you in bed
iPhone?
again? Yeah, you are.
Yes, I am. I just got home. I told you I'd be home in 10 minutes.
Oh, is that what you said? Okay, we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Not 10
This is
minutes
what-
for my
Put your phone
massage.
sideways.
This is what you're going to get.
Yeah, I know what to do to that.
Steve, put your phone sideways.
Such a good little tune.
Fucking A.
The only heavy
Man,
song
you're
that makes the
jealous.
cut.
Eh?
It's the only heavy song that makes the cut, man. You cannot cut that song out. You can't.
No, it's perfect
It's
the
too
way
good.
it is.
Love it.
It's signature Soulmasons. Jim,
I
where were you in the last couple of days? In Ottawa?
earlier in the week I was in Montebello, but no, I was here last night. I don't know what the hell. I didn't get the bat signal or what. My phone was on, but then did it go tits up? I think the battery was low and I shut it off at what time did you guys dial in at?
I can't remember. What time was it?
I don't know, like 10 o'clock or something.
We were all lit. We're online. Like, fuck.
Oh, it's
Yeah, but
back.
like 5 minutes before, if you go check our messenger thread, we're like, "Fuck you, we see you, Jim. We see the little green bulb."
I was busy. I was clearing emails for work at 10 o'clock, waiting for kids to go to sleep. And then I went downstairs and my battery was like, "Nyeh." So I
It's okay, Jim. It's okay. We're not checking on you. Enz is checking on you. We're not checking on you.
well, it's okay. DJ T and his orange ass is, I understand you guys had quite the conversation last night. Believe me, I had lots of conversations this week.
Yeah.
Frying his orange ass, as Enzo would say. Fuck, I love that. You gotta put it
Crazy.
Hold on, I'm just gonna save this. And I'll get out of here.
as I was
And
telling
what-
Enz.
What?
I was just gonna say, as I was telling Enz, when we started talking earlier, I saw the headline this week. I don't know whether I was here or I was still in at our conference or whatever, and about Trump trying to justify his national security concerns and why he applied steel and aluminum tariffs and why he's going to apply auto tariffs on the basis that we burned down the White House once, so we're a national security risk. And it seems to me that's before we were Canadians. You fucking doofus, you know.
Yeah.
Can I do this?
Anyway.
Oh, wait a second.
Tonight I was having dinner with my parents, as I do once a week, and I told them this about
what a wonderful son you are.
Yeah, well, I had dinner with them, and I said, you know, the Trump thing was about national security, and my mom looked at me and goes, "What the fuck is he talking about?" She's freaking out. I said, "Yeah, that's what he said," and he goes, "This fucking dumbass."
No, he didn't actually say that. They used the clause.
Yeah, it's a legal clause.
Yeah, he does.
Are you recording this, Paul?
Section 232 of the 1930s.
I hope you added it.
Tariff Act. Anyway, it does say national security, but they're calling it economic security. If you have economic security,
I don't want to get whacked by some Republican from fucking Wyoming or something, you know.
He is.
Fuck it.
That man. He's like I don't know what the. He's a chaos machine. His brain works like chaos theory, just all over the place, and you never know what's coming. Anyway, regardless.
I mean, we are a chaos machine too, but we just have better intentions, you know.
Yeah, we got to have a discretion button. Push the button. Don't say stupid shit out loud in public. Blow up the world. You know. He's on his way to go meet Rocket Man now. So Little Rocket Man, and let's see if the world exists on Tuesday. Anyway. Fucking fruitcake.
Fucking crazy.
Whoa!
Nice.
How was the salmon?
That's the fine Cibois, man. I'm hoping I'm going to get a free case.
Paul, how was the salmon?
The salmon was fantastic. Fantastic. How much better can your life be than fucking sitting out on the patio and slow cooking salmon while drinking 84,000 beers and I'm taste testing.
What barbecue is that? I just want to know because I went through 3 bags of fucking wood chips to do the brisket 2 years ago.
Well, how long did you leave it on? No, how long?
20 hours.
Okay, well, of course, yeah.
He slept right in front of the barbecue on the deck with a pillow.
Yeah. No, that's normal, bro. That's an investment. I would love to do a brisket, but I don't have the patience. And I saved that brisket money for wine.
Well, it was $100 about the brisket. It wasn't bad.
That's you're a lunatic.
Yeah,
$100. I mean, mind you, it was like you could fucking.
It was like the size of your ass and a quarter. So fuck.
Just go get some fucking hot dogs, man. That's it. I shut my down. What the fuck?
I did that tonight, actually.
No, but man, it was good. When
it was good.
It was fucking awesome.
And the best part was he carved off a chunk that we took home and we're eating it for a fucking week.
Yeah.
Genevieve and Aiden were like, and I'm like,
but it was hilarious because there's a strict way to cook brisket, right? The internal temperature, and then you got to take it out and let it sit, blah blah blah. So everybody's there at the barbecue, and this fucking thing's not ready. I'm like, fuck, I gotta cook it another hour in the oven, man. Son of a bitch, the temperature's not up. So we bring it in, but the point, the point of the brisket, it was ready. So me and Ken start fucking devouring it. They come in, hey, I thought it wasn't ready. It's not. Fuck off. Get out.
And so, why was I not invited to this?
Well, this was what, 3 years ago? Because you and me were still on a shit list back then, remember?
It doesn't matter the shit list. What matters is the meat.
Oh, okay.
It's all about the meat.
If I get a barbecue like Paul's where there's a goddamn fucking tray and you don't have to hopscotch like I was doing, oh man.
It helps a lot.
I saw that. I'm like,
But honestly, though, I gotta say, I mean, I haven't done a lot of smoking foods, on anything. Like, they have smokers and all that stuff. I am convinced now charcoal is the only way, or mesquite. It's absolutely
It is.
the best. Like the
You need the time.
Argentinians, you know, if I can get just a half of a metal bucket, load it up with charcoal, light it, let it go for 3 hours, and then put your chips right in there. Let everything smoke and smolder and cover it. That's the way. Gas.
Buddies, I lived in a country. I lived in a country for 2 years where they can get propane if they want it, but they don't. Everything is charcoal. It's got to be red hot. You got to make those souvlaki and pork souvlakis on that with the spices. And I watch people like do souvlaki on charcoal, like red hot. Yeah. And when it comes out, the result is like you can't compare anything.
I'll give you
nothing does like that. You just leave it there for hours. It's perfect.
It's this big rectangular box, a big rectangular box full of charcoal and wood that's red hot, and they put in those, where you trap fish, they put the fish in there to cook. They use the same thing, and they put just like souvlaki sticks of pork, chicken, lamb, and they cook them all together at Easter especially. Yeah. And it's like, oh, man, you can't beat it. The way they cook there, man, and the quality of meat.
You might remember, Jim, you should remember.
Need a hibachi.
What?
A hibachi.
No,
that's the way.
The trick, like, I refuse to eat sausage cooked in the house. It has to be done on a barbecue. Yeah. But the best sausage, Paul, you're going to love this. You can try this.
Your father's.
Yeah, but you know how to do it. You
in the coil there.
You make the fire, it burns down, there's only ashes. You wrap your sausage in aluminum foil and you stick it under the ashes.
Yeah. I've done corn like that.
I've done that.
Campfire corn. I wrap it up. It's in the husk, the silk, everything. Wrap it in like 5 layers of tin foil. Put it in the ashes at the end of the campfire. Let it go for 15 minutes, however long it takes. You take that shit out. No butter, no salt. It tastes like fucking. What the hell is this? You could put dog shit in there and it would taste good. Like, it's amazing. It's
but I agree totally. I mean, my sister and my dad, we're trying to, there's the half-halves, half propane, half charcoal.
Yeah.
Why are you going to bother? They're expensive.
Yeah.
You don't have the time and the patience to do it anymore. I don't. I can't have fire outside with Connor running around me. He wants to eat fucking now,
Yeah, exactly.
But that is the way. All you need is a fucking 50-gallon drum. Cut it in half. Let's go.
Throw charcoal.
My father offered me today a fire barrel. You want it? I said, I'm not going to put it in my backyard. People get too paranoid around here about flames and shit.
But it's standing up, right? Like, it's a long stand-up.
Yeah, but you could cut it in half and then you got 2 fire barrels.
Weld some feet to that.
I have my little fire pit that I leave out there.
What my dad uses it for is for burning off the excess all that crap out of the woods, right? And he sets it up and then
Don't lie. I don't give a fuck for going live. He burns gas cans and he burns glue fucking containers.
Well, he's run out recently, but he's been known to set it up and get it really going, and the fire's shooting like 15 feet in the air, and you can literally hear sounds like a jet turbine.
Yeah, it makes a lot of noise.
I remember years ago, my father he tells a story every time every chance he gets where he's like, you remember when Travis was standing beside the barrel? He's like, that's not a fire. My father kind of does whatever he does. Is a good old Eagle Scout or whatever, and he farts around. Next thing you know, Travis is standing and the fire's shooting in the air, and he's like, he goes, oh, now that's a fire kind of thing, My father's like, you thought I couldn't make a fire? But he uses specifically for incinerating things.
Yeah, Lapage glue.
Yeah, whatever needs to go. Roadkill, you name it.
Anything.
We're kidding, but he used to do it in La Chaine, no? That's
he used to do it in our house. We'd be downstairs watching TV, be burning oil cans and whatever. My mother, don't put that shit in the fireplace. I can smell it up here. I'll get it up to the right temperature. You won't smell it anymore. Burn it off. Yeah, whatever. Then the stovepipe's red hot, and he's like, get the hose, son. Okay. Yeah.
You wonder why he has no hair on his forehead.
Right. That's right.
That's a good one.
That's fucking
never been the same since.
No,
At least I used to use the hairspray with the lighter to go after the spiders.
Right.
Genevieve was doing that at lunchtime today. She has the, you're supposed to brush the grill, whatever. My parents came over. We took down a tree. We bit the driveway. I told you about
brush the grill with what?
With oil or whatever. As you're kind of before you're gonna put like chicken or whatever on. She's got the can of the spray grease you put in the pan, and it's flashing back. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna blow. Like she's like, remember I was like, get a little rag, and I'm like, Genevieve, she's got the thing like the thing's pinned. I'm like, would you put your goddamn can of olive oil or whatever the hell that spam
buy a
is?
silicone brush.
Hey, yeah.
Buy grapeseed oil instead of olive oil.
Nice. We have, Vince. We have the brush. Grapeseed oil, I'm sure, but she's just using the crap from Kirkland there. I'm like, would you take it easy?
No.
Psychopath,
Nothing from a can. Fuck no.
No, well, anyway.
No.
But
Listen,
you know what?
take it over to your dad's place, put it in the incinerator, and everything will be fine. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, doing my
guys, the only place you can get like the real stuff of sausage. You're talking about cooking sausage and stuff like that. And there's Intermarché, Yeah, well, they lost the recipe, but the original place to get the real recipe for really, really good sausage, like good tasting, is on the corner of Fleury and Saint Michel, the Euromarché, because they changed the name on certain of the franchise.
There's supposed to be another one down the street, see, that's supposed to be awesome. I don't know the name.
It's called Chez Matin.
No.
It's right next to Chez Matin, actually. The place to get the good stuff is there. So if you ever guys are in town and you're in that area, Montreal North, in the corner of Fleury and Saint Michel, walk in. The original recipe for the natural sausage, just to go through it, not the Roma or this fucking other shit they sell, IGA. You go to Intermarché, Euromarché, sorry, they call it Euromarché now. Used to be Intermarché. Go there. The original family recipe of the way the sausage are made there is there. Because Intermarché, it's great. It's all good, the sausage over there. But when you go there, the original recipe, the way they salt it, the way they spice it with the wine and the what's it called? The seeds there, it's better than anything else. They do it every day. It's not preserved or anything like that.
Steve,
it's all natural. So
you want to laugh? We've tried the sausage from the different Intermarchés. They're all different. The best one is the one in RDP.
Where in RDP?
What do you mean where? There's only one.
Where you used to live?
No, I don't remember where it is.
Down near 56th Avenue.
Where I used to live.
The old Bonanza became an Intermarché.
Yes, the old Bonanza.
No. The old... No,
yes.
The old Maxi.
The old Maxi became that.
Same fucking thing, Ends. But it was Bonanza. Anyway,
Bonanza?
Whatever. Yes, Bonanza.
It was L'Héritage, it was Maxi, and it was Intermarché. You're thinking of the IGA in the shopping where now it's the dollar store.
Guys, stop fighting about your sausages, okay? My God.
There's one more.
Hang on, I'm going to paw mine.
Try. And this is not Italian. This is good old Quebecois. But he learned from some crazy European people. The place is called On en fume du bon.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? The sausage is to fucking die for. Look it up. He's got a spot in Jean Talon Market with
I've heard about it on
He does beer, cheddar, maple. I mean, literally, you're gonna be fucking. Yeah. You're gonna after 4 hours, the bile that'll be coming up could be. You can fill a barrel, but when you're eating this shit,
that's good.
Beautiful.
It's worth every moment of pain afterwards. Yeah.
They're expensive, but the cheddar, they're fucking good. Because what the trick is, let me finish you. You don't know.
Yeah, but I don't want to forget my shtick here.
The biggest problem with the sausage you buy in stores, it's not what they put in it. It's the way it's cut. Italian sausage is ground big. If you ever look at an Italian sausage, when you rip it open, there's big chunks of meat with the fat. The stuff they do at IGA, Metro, and all these guys, it goes through the small grinder. So it's like minced meat. That's part of the problem. The guy we have here, my father goes, "You have the fucking knife?" Yes. Okay, good, because he's another Polak or fucking garlic race or whatever he is. Forgive me, I'm sorry. Politically correct, I'm not.
You hate everybody equally. Yes, we know.
But that's the key.
That's all good.
That's the key. It's the cut. Okay, go, Jim.
I was just gonna say anyway. On Sunday night when I was in Montebello for my thing for work, they're having and it was sort of like this Quebec theme thing, right? Because all these people, there's only a handful of people from Quebec there, right? And my colleague Paulette, who's from Calgary, she's like, yeah, we're gonna have we had a big bonfire by a helipad by the river. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, yeah, it was a field, it was open field. Anyway, but they had beer and stuff, so it was okay. So says, I hear in the afternoon our members are coming through and they're saying, oh, so we're going to have a bonfire? Is there going to be food there? Should I eat before? I said, yeah, there's going to be food. We're going to make s'mores. It's a campfire, right? Big bonfire. And she said, and we're going to have Quebec sausages, right? And I'm standing back there and I'm like, and these people are like, Quebec sausages? Oh, what's that? And I go, well, here in Quebec, we call them hot dogs, you know. We still call them hot dogs here. She's like, no, Jim, no. They're Quebec sausages. I'm like, no, it's all really. We don't say show here. We say hot dog. Saying a dog, you see. You know, and the people from like Toronto and Winnipeg and wherever the hell are looking at me like, okay. Anyway, sure enough, walk out to the helipad, whatever, and all this crap. And they got the bonfire and there's s'mores, stuff to make s'mores anyway. And there's these sausages, and honest to God, they look like little dog turds. They weren't hot dogs. They were sausages of some sort. I'm like, are those weird looking breakfast sausages? She's like, no, I told you the Quebec sausages. They're really good. They're like from Quebec. Yeah, well, you know, we make all kinds of sausages here, you know, but what the hell is a Quebec sausage? I don't know what a Quebec sausage is. It's not a sausage. It's
smoked meat.
Anyway, it didn't look very appetizing, so don't eat the Quebec sausages. Stick to the hot dogs there.
Right.
Anyway, so I just had to say Quebec sausage. You know, they had the dog. You know, I said so. Yeah, exactly.
On en fume du bon. Look it up.
Yes.
Hopefully it's still there.
Craziness.
Steve, it's backwards. You're smoking a filter. Check.
You made him look. Made him look.
Shit.
So, Enz, you're doing some good work on Steve's original, man. The ancient original that's finally coming to see the light of day.
What, Steve? What the fuck is it called again?
Something time forgot.
Okay, can you shorten that?
Something time forgot.
Okay, all right.
It's not that long.
Do I have to make it shorter than that?
Do you actually have all the lyrics for it?
Yeah, I've had the lyrics for years, but
Cool.
It's not important right now. I need the music first.
But can I
How does that-
interject? I think that the lyrics are important so that it can be sung even in a basic form, so that Enzo can go, you know what I'm going to do there? Fucking this instead. And trust me, it's the whole package.
I think let's
Let's help
Enzo sing it.
Enz build that song, you know?
We let him sing it with the lyrics off the hop, so he can add to his various renditions of Lou Reed covers there that I heard earlier.
There you go.
Jim is talking. I made him hear the Lady in the Den guide I made for Steve, and he's like, Jesus, you sound like Lou Reed.
Seriously.
You guys got my message today, right? About Lady in the Den?
The devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're making my life horrible. Steve, I hate you. But there's a mandolin track in there.
I tried his idea. Fuck
What?
you all.
A mandolin?
Figure it out.
We need a mandolin in there somewhere. I can get one.
Well, we had a skin flute track too. I got one.
A skin flute track? Why?
Why
I'm
not?
talking about a pussy
right.
track, not a fucking skin flute track.
Oh, shut up, the two of you. I want to hear him because I tried it and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I want to hear
Let
this.
Paul present.
That
Let Paul
cable's way
present.
up there, Paulie.
I can't get the capo on the 12 because the neck's too fucking thick for. So it's going to be G flat.
Oh, he's mandolining it. Mandolining.
Fuck. Okay, we're going F sharp.
Sounds like Galvin and the Chipmunks.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Actually, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, you gave me an idea though. What if you tried that, but with my 12 string?
I don't know.
Because a mandolin is octave, isn't it? If I remember.
Yes. Yeah,
There's a strumming thing too. There's a strumming thing. You gotta you can't just do like what I just did. You gotta really strum it like it's a mandolin, and you gotta do it sporadically with the actual acoustic or electric and all that going on. And trust me, I've done it. It unmistakably, like you can barely distinguish it when it's mixed in with drums, bass, and all that shit. Something like that, you know? There's a style to it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I mean, it's going to be good. It's going to be worth trying, you know? If we don't like it, we don't like it.
Where do you hear it, Steve? What part?
From the beginning.
The whole song?
Yeah, it's there, but it's not very apparent.
So, look, can I fuck around with it? I mean, I'm not to do
I want
the
you
final
to. I want
track,
you to
but
fuck
let
around.
me fuck around with it, and then I'll send various versions, and you guys can listen. And then one of you jokers, I'm talking to you guitarists, can pick it up and say, okay, you want that? No problem. We'll do it this way.
You can record it.
Nice. Whatever.
You're as much a guitarist as we are now.
Okay, but it's just, and look, I can imagine how it might sound, and yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so
And
what? This
we
week
are
when
talking
when
Steve's Something Time Forgot song. Is that
No,
what-
this is
talking about
Talk about
Lady
Lady in the Den.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
But
Right.
my Something Time Forgot is another thing. And that's me and Enzo working on something.
Okay, to go back to something time forgot, you have an iPhone now. One of your little apps in the extras or whatever it is voice recording. Sing it and email, text it to me or whatever, your whole song. So at least I get, like when we did Lady in the Den, where I can at least, okay, that's your cadence, that's the key. All right, this will work. Because now I'm flying blind. I'm jumping on the changes from G to A to F to C sharp. It might not work at all with what you have in your head. So give me an idea. Sing it completely. It's off, whatever, who cares? Because I had one thing, I was like, oh, this is so good. And then I realized I'm playing in a white room backwards. Okay, no, I can't do that. Fuck. Okay, no, stop, you know?
But the vocal is going to do something that both you guys, I think, desperately need now. It's not to change the artistic direction. On the contrary, it's to give artistic direction.
Yeah.
So that it's what you want, Steve. And
exactly,
like sitting there waiting, you know, for ends. This, fuck.
I'm not waiting, Paul. I'm not waiting because I cannot afford to wait on what he's gonna come up with. What he does, what Enzo's gonna do is he's gonna play a whole bunch of stuff, and he's gonna come up with the thing that I want eventually. And he already has part of it.
And by then it'll be
that
something
in
that
the
time forgot.
Earlier this week, I told him that. And the thing is,
I'm just saying,
when he's got it, when we have it, believe me, it's gonna be a good song. It's gonna be a good song, and lyrically, I already have everything written out. So all I want to do is just get that right, so I can finally put the lyrics on it the way it's supposed to be. Because you have to understand, I'm not you. You guys play guitar, you can create things on the whim, whatever. For me, it's a little bit more difficult because I don't have a guitar. But wait a minute. I'm going to be getting my M Audio keyboard soon. So I'm going to be adding my sounds and putting my thing on piano because it's a lot easier on piano than to do on guitar. Because guitar is like, I don't have that flair to be able to, like you guys have, to be able to just play that out. So I'm just going to...
Slipped out. I'm going to fetch. Tabarnak.
What's he doing?
I'm going to fetch more beer.
Do it.
What the hell? But
hey, anyway, Steve, I get what you're saying, buddy. I just all I meant to try and offer is that if you want me to try and put something down with whatever you got to add that, oh, okay, this is more what it's going to be like. You're the artistic director on that, bro. I'm not going to take anything away from you from that. If you have a lyric now and an idea of the melody, I'm ready to help. You tell me when you're ready to put me to work, and it will be done, Maestro.
It's gonna get done. It's gonna get done eventually.
The other one I worked on today was what were you calling it, Paul? It had no name. The Soulmason Lament. What was it called?
What am I?
The one that you came up with that I love the bridge.
Oh yeah, fuck, I don't know. Paul's Lament. I mean,
Paul's Lament. Okay, I was working on that one too. I was trying to. Do you have a melody on that one? And,
not yet. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. Wait, Steve, didn't you? Was it that one that you said you had a vocal?
No, he has a vocal for Gin.
Okay.
For the one we did a
couple. All I remember.
So listen, because I had a motivation for that. Steve, what are you doing? You're not fishing in a bottle, are you? Not Steve, but I did.
No.
Bottles clanking. There he is. So I have an idea, like when I remember the day that I sat down and
yes, it was
I got
bang
a visual,
bang.
so I gotta write that. I gotta do it.
Because I came up with an interesting part, but again, I'm not sure where you wanted to go with it.
Good question. Bonne question. Je vais penser à ça. We gotta start swapping videos, guys, so that we can.
Yes.
Not swapping videos, swapping tracks. So
and Jim is still looking for beer.
I got beer. I'm good.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have one. What the fuck?
I'm excited for the first day that Steve sends Enzo a drum guide. That's gonna be a big notch in our belt.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. And good on you, Steve. Built a drum kit. Got a 16-track input.
I need Enzo's help.
Slacker. Fuck. Crazy.
What the fuck?
I'm so distracted by the businesses of work. It's just like not fucking, like this week was a fucking heavy week, and Friday was even fucking compacted 4 days into one on Friday, and I got it done in about I don't know, a total of 5 hours, a big order, and now it's done, and I'm glad it's done. I was working till like 3:00 in the afternoon, so. It was like a heavy fucking last 2 days to get that order out. It was a combination of an order and a booking at the same time. So
you're already into those.
We've had bookings for years, but we couldn't figure out how to do it.
Already. It's going to be more at the end of the summer, probably. And then they return everything.
This one got done now, and that's it. And I know they're going to hand me another one in about 2-3 weeks. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, on to the music. The music is a thing about what I was trying to relate to you this week about that song that I was talking about, Something Time Forgot. You got most of it. There's just a couple of nuances that have to be straightened out. That's it. You got it. And it's
the first one I did, or the one I did today?
No, the one you did earlier this week. There, where you were playing it to me, okay. And I go, yeah, he's got it. He's just, and I sent you a message telling you you're there.
Yeah.
Because it's hard because it's in my head. It's hard to get out, and it's always been like that way with us with the Soulmasons. Whenever I have a song idea, it's harder for me to get it out than it is for you guys. You guys just, you play your thing and it's like, it's right there. Okay, great. Write lyrics. Put a drum track to it. It's simple, But when I have to do it, when I have to get a song idea out, it's really, really difficult, Because I hear everything. The song is there. It's so clear in my head. It sounds like nothing else, and it sounds good. That's the good difference about it. It sounds good. It's actually something there, but the thing about the song is that the beginnings of it are there. The beginnings of it. But when you went a step further and took it to the next level, which was to maybe a bridge or a chorus, then I was like, okay, good. You just like eliminated a whole other bunch of shit I have to think about. So now it's a matter of combining what you went further on, which I have to tell you about, and the lyrics, and then just the nuances. That's it. And then I think we're going to get it.
Okay, well, answer me this then. Is this staying acoustic electric, balladsy? Am I going to go rock it up? Am I going to
No, it's everything. It's everything in there. It's everything in the pot. Everything in the pot. And when it's done, you're going to go, okay, I get it.
Okay.
Because then there's another track. There's a track of African rhythms, which are just basically like, you're just going, you're just on the guitar going like this. It's like, how do I describe it? I go to Nile Rodgers. You remember Nile Rodgers?
Right. He's more as a producer than as an artist, but yeah.
But if you look at him as an artist, he's the one who created funk, disco with always that strumming, that constant strumming. There's that and that.
It's almost a rip-off of reggae.
Not really. Not really.
Peter Gabriel?
The song is there, but it's going in a different direction, the strumming. The strumming is a constant, and it's a track that has to stay there. But when we're done with the simple parts of it, then I'll introduce it later. I'll introduce it.
He's got some fucking giant fucking.
It's a wacky tune, man. Very, very wacky. But when it comes out, you'll understand.
Okay. All right, I'll tell them one at a time.
It's step by step, week by week, and that's all I can tell you. I mean, what you have so far, Enzo, is the basics of it. It's there. It's what I want, but the other parts of it are going to come in slowly because this has been stirring in my head for like over 10 years.
Steve.
So as the basic notes started, everything that was basic about it started, a lot of other elements came into it. It's only normal. I mean, you're working on a song 10 years ago. Obviously, as time goes on, other things are coming into it that are going to add to it. So that's been actually a positive for me.
Is Steve, just something popped in my head to give En's context for what I think you're trying to refer to with the Nile Rodgers thing. Not straight out funk, but I haven't heard the song and I got no clue, but as context, what I'm thinking is sort of like the way they strum in Fame, David Bowie. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
It's gonna before it comes in and it plays, but there's the guitar just kind of ringing. Just a straight kind of.
It's a Bowie week, isn't it?
Well,
Could be
David Bowie earlier this week, but that kind of ding 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 before the bass and everything kicks in.
I threw a couple of ideas at Paul for cover Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
First one was you. I was talking for you. I want you to sing Jailbreak.
With a bullet in my back. Yeah. Nice.
Paul has a lot of things to swallow, especially Sabotage.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's fucking fun.
But I also pulled out Heroes and Suffragette City. So for some reason I was in a Bowie mode this week. Yeah. Heroes, the way he sings Heroes, the way like he's almost like emotionally losing it in those like the third verse, the way Bowie goes, so fucking good.
Yeah. I like Bowie more now than ever before. And I don't mean this week. I'm talking in the past, like I will say 4 years. It's growing on me, and I'm like, fuck, what? Oh man, how do I wasn't into him at all, and now I feel like I'm rediscovering him. All kinds of weird artists are like sort of turning my crank now. Like, what the fuck?
So
it's true though.
Now that you say that, Paul, I'm remembering back in the early '90s when he had that band. What was that band called, Enzo?
Tin
Machine.
Tin Machine.
Yeah,
Tin Machine.
Right.
Tin Machine. Yeah, that was wild. That was pretty fucking fucked up. Reeves Gabrel or
the Soupy Brothers.
Bellew, the Soupy Cell's sons on bass and drums. That was like something else compared to what he was doing. He was rocking it out compared to what he was doing before.
Yeah,
And,
but he's always done that, Steve. He's always had. Yeah, the guy's had some of the best fucking guitar players of all time. He's had Mick Ronson.
Sorry to interrupt. Jim, can you drop and come back in, bro? I don't know why I have the same
blocked.
Enzo problem with you now.
Alrighty.
Wait, Jim, stay. Sorry. What the fuck is it? You're there, but you're not there.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're there. I see you on my phone, no problem.
It's my spirit leaving me and coming back.
No. What the fuck is up with that? That is fucked up. Sometimes this fucking program, man, it does weird shit.
You know what they say, sometimes I feel like a nut and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like...
So I will ask you, Jim, to drop and come back. I'm sorry, bro.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. I am the weakest link.
Yeah. Mick Ronson, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Adrian Belew, Gabriel. These fucking guys had...
Perfect. Thanks, Jim.
No sweat. Give me a chance to pick out a big one there. Just right,
Yeah,
Nice.
you guys didn't know it's Stevie Ray Vaughan on that fucking album, eh?
Yeah.
Time and Girl, Modern Love. It's all Stevie Ray on that.
Yes.
That's another part of it. There's all these weirdo connections that are, I mean, you know, like when, who played on the Michael Jackson song by Fluke?
Eddie
That's
Van
Eddie
Halen.
Van Halen.
And
Eddie Van
exactly.
Halen.
Van Halen's in there and like, oh, man, that's really good. Who is that?
Two people I
Eddie
fucking
Van.
hate.
I want
When
you
you're
to
hearing,
bring him
when you're hearing
to
that solo
Bubbles'
on beat,
birthday party. He's good.
Yeah, but Slash did one with him too.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Slash played with a lot of people, man. That guy can play anything.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you don't think with his top hat. I saw him do a thing with, I've seen it before, but I forgot about with B.B. King. And he
was
played
all right.
all kinds of shit,
It
man.
was all right.
No, he can play a lot of different
He's a good guitar
styles.
player. Again, I love Guns N' Roses. But I don't think he's a good songwriter. How's that?
Who, Slash?
Yeah.
No, he's a guitar player. He doesn't know dick about writing songs.
Well, he's written a couple of good ones, but he's got the
Okay,
riffs.
but you know what? He's sort of like Steve in the sense of he probably has his shit in him and he has songs and whatever, and it's getting it out so he can play, right? But he needs other people around him to help kind of
Crystallize.
Yeah.
Who?
Right.
Crystallize. Yes.
I don't know. I had a Sean Connery moment. Forget it. Crystallize.
He had a Sean Connery moment. Yes. All right.
A
If you
book
say so.
fell on my head, and I can only blame myself.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. I'll have to go listen to that. Fame. That's the one with Lennon.
Lennon.
Yeah, John Lennon is singing backup on that. You never knew that?
Really?
Yeah. Fame.
Cool.
That's John.
I had no idea. That
Yeah.
makes sense now. Steve, we don't want to see your Johnson, man. Please, come on.
He's using the black light to clean up the other.
Yeah.
My Johnson sausage. Is that what you're referring to, Jim?
Yeah, we don't. We
Your
don't
Johnson
wanna,
brat.
We don't want to see your Oscar Mayer there.
Here,
My
Brockworth.
hand.
Yeah, so Jim, you
It
missed a
has
good
a
one last night.
first
It was kind
name.
of funny because Enzo was shirtless. Steve was in bed shirtless, and I'm like, what the fuck? So it's fucking tossed the shirt out. Hey, we're all shirtless. It's fucking great.
I'm outside.
And then
cigarette
points out, he
smoke.
goes, wait till your wife walks in. She's going to fucking have you put away, man.
Came close.
Yeah, Steve Close is true. Yeah, she came over 20 minutes later. Hey, baby, how you doing? Suited back up, tie. What the fuck?
That was unique, by the way. Last night I was shirtless. Enzo was shirtless, and then all of a sudden you said, "Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna get shirtless." And then
We went chili peppers on you, buddy. It was
yeah,
great.
chili peppers, and then the wife walks in and goes, "What the fuck?"
Why is there a sock on your dog?
Is this what you do on Saturday nights?
And it was Friday, even better.
Why is your sausage?
Yeah, too fun.
You get the sock. So yeah,
So
no,
we
this
got-
week, hopefully it's a little bit of an easier week because Last week was a little rough, but I'll try and get some more stuff tracked. So like that, everybody has some ideas to work on and fool around with.
I'm just catching up now, man. Like that's why I was a little bit late there, because I wanted to put out my whatever video I had to do tonight instead of doing it on fucking Wednesday. Everything's like, sorry people, my video's late. So I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm on schedule, and I did it. I made it back.
Which one did you put out tonight?
It's the Tebow weekly update to say I'm basically doing nothing because I've been busy. But it's there.
Hey,
it's there.
No. You did, Jim. You didn't hear it. He did fucking skinny wank. What's her name?
Skinny wank.
Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell. Thank you.
I love you.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah. What's the call again?
Chelsea Morning.
Thank you.
Who?
Joni Mitchell.
Yeah.
Paul did it. He did it for.
For Cover
cool.
Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll have to go check that out.
It's long overdue. I've been dying to do it. It took me a while to learn it. Like she's weird.
Well, she's got some weird. Like I never really paid attention, but she always plays open tunings, right? And she's got this weird fucking whack kind of.
But even her singing style is weird. She's like. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, but she's very different.
But it's cool. But yeah, the playing is like severely warped.
Well, it's like if she uses open tunings, that's like Richie Havens. Same shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not worrying about Richie Havens, but
Hey, why not?
Well, why not? I guess But yeah, but you see her playing. I saw this video of her playing. I forget what the hell the song's called. Anyway, one of her more popular songs is she's playing like an Ibanez artist.
Big Yellow Taxi. That's the song you're thinking of.
Which one?
Big Yellow Taxi.
No. She's not playing that one. No, this is another song about women
parking lots
in Ireland who got get basically roped into slavery. And it still happens today, apparently. And I'm like, anyway, but this was back in the 80s, and she's wearing some fucking whacked out 80s stuff, and she's playing this Ibanez artist, and she's got a capo at the 5th fret, and she's got it in tune to God knows what, Z sharp or whatever. And she's got this lang, but she has this awesome tone on this thing. I'm like, what kind of guitar is that? I'm looking at it, and I see the headstock in close-up. It's an Ibanez. I'm like, wow, man. Yeah. But it sounds good, but she's got a great tone. I don't know who hooked her up, and she sings like Joni Mitchell, right? So it was cool. But it's weird, kind of a weird song. But she gives a bit of a monologue before, and anyway, it was okay. But yeah, Big Yellow Taxi.
A little flaky.
Oh yeah, she's definitely flaky for sure. Yeah, smoked as much pot as she did. Well,
Oh, you know what?
Drop acid twice a week,
Fuck. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of Joan Baez. Sorry.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Folk, sweet, whatever.
Why are you thinking of Joan Baez? I mean, she's along the same lines, but doesn't sound the same at all, man.
No, I know, but for some reason I was like, oh, okay. Anyway. All right, to just go back to our shit.
Yeah. So
regarding time,
we're all back on track, sort of getting schedule-wise, a little bit of time here and there to do stuff. Steve had a crazy week. Jim, crazy week. Ann's crazy week. Like, we're all fucking just getting back to normal. Mm-hmm. And I have admittedly have done fucking nothing for the Soulmasons in the past 3 weeks. And I'm feeling it. Like, I miss it. So it's there. But I know I got a couple of guide tracks that I'm supposed to do. But I want to do more than that. I want to just guide. I know that I have to do some guides. And it's basically for old stuff. But the new stuff, how are you guys feeling about how we're going to work that? Like, are you guys holding out for saying that, well, we can only work on new stuff if we're in the same room together? Or can you guys imagine a way of us doing it virtually that we can pass things around the horn? But let me just hold on, Steve, let me just say, I get 100% what you're saying. For you, I think it's a special category because you've been honest with us. You're saying it's a harder process to get the creative juice that's there out into the real world. You're working it your way with ends. I totally respect that. But for the other stuff, okay, so a gym idea, it's riffs. It's riffs. We kind of already have a process. I mean, Steve throws some lyrics at it. Paul tweak. Jim and ends fucking masterfully create guitar muck. I'll throw in the bass, comes back to Steve for the drums, boom, there's a song, and then like the time we get together next, we jam it, like we actually play it.
Yeah.
From A to Z, because the track has been built a la Northern Pikes, you know? Everyone in a different corner of the fucking continent. So what can we pick one and just do it like from A to Z? Instead of saying, yeah, we have 17 songs, because in a week, we're going to have 2,700 songs that need to be worked on.
Well,
like, I don't know. I just...
Let me ask this question. Enz, you said, you're creating tracks. Now, as you create tracks, like with say, the metronome going and, tick, 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 tick. So
the metronome... No, wait, Jim. The metronome thing...
For Steve.
For Steve, that's because he's actually going to put down the final take of drums on Lady. For the new original stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my riff song. Let's say I pick From a Stone, okay? I'll put down From a Stone with all the parts that I have. I'll send Paul what lyrics I have, and then you guys listen to it and say, I hear something here. And what we could do is, me and Paul had talked about this last week. You can cut the song, put your part in. What do you think of that? Because it doesn't have to be, it's not like the old stuff that already exists in arrangement. We've got to arrange the new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of writing songs. We write it
What
this
works,
way,
what doesn't work.
and then we get into it and do whatever, and then try it this way. Yeah, okay, well, I don't know, let's go back and but keep that. That's the process that we have to do, but we got to kind of record it and all add our shit and then figure out, that doesn't work or how it works. Yeah. And my question is, so you said the track that you've given to Steve to do for Lady, like a guide track, you've done that through your software, but right now, in terms of sharing stuff, I'm not hooked up to do tracking through the interface and all this kind of stuff. I'm figuring it out. I was actually looking at something the other day, but does that create a challenge in terms of being able to contribute to what we're doing? I can still do it, record it on the phone, and just
totally. You can use your phone.
Exactly. It's going to be in Dropbox.
Just as an audio file, or do you want a video, or does it matter?
No, I'll put it in Dropbox. You listen to it, play, record on your phone. This is my idea for what you did. Okay. Put it into Dropbox, and I'll okay, how does it work? For you, for now, but for everybody else, once we get rolling that all the shit works, and hey, we can just record this part, what do you think? One of the things I wanted to do was, here's a good example of how to fuck up the old and the new. I'm going to record my idea for a different Got to Move On, which is probably 30 beats slower and a different riff in the middle. And then you guys go, no, that sucks. Keep it the old way. Don't work on it. Oh, okay, work on it. How can we do that? So it'll grow organically.
Yeah.
The technology is all there. We don't have to discover anything. It's just a question of, fuck, I hit play. How do I get back to my station? You'll get the gist. It's easy. It's easy.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just wondering because I don't have that technological capability right in my office here, / whatever right now, does that prevent me from being able to contribute?
No.
Or does it slow things down?
No.
That's all I'm asking.
It'll prevent you from contributing in a more final way when we actually want to record a track.
Yeah.
Yes. But for the design process, just think about it. Like we're doing on the Facebook, green room.
The green room.
We're saying, here's a riff. But just expand that and say, well, here's not just the riff,
this
but
is the
here
whole
is the song from A to Z. I only have 2 verses and a chorus, so here it is. And then any one of us is going to say, fuck, you know what? I got this killer bridge for this, man. So I'll have to learn your chords. I'll play it half-assed. I can't play like you, Jim. And Enzo, you got this style I can't mimic. So it's going to be my version of what you guys played.
Right.
Because I want to share it back and say, all right, here's the new version from A to Z with my idea at verse 2. Or, you know what? Enzo, I can't play your fucking riff. So try and do something like this for a bridge. Blah, 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 blah. Here. And then you re-record it from A to Z. Not in software, just on a phone or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that keeps kicking around until like, wow, that's the final. And then somebody's going to say, all right, we got to put some lyrics on this. And then we start recording it.
So, and then, okay, and that's cool. And that clarifies things for me. And just for the record, because we're recording this, so we're live streaming it to YouTube, is as far as I'm concerned, I have sort of the reverse handicap of Steve. Right? I play guitar, but that's all I can do. I got no lyrical ideas.
Don't worry about it.
I don't see a whole song, and I don't hear fuck all in my head but what I'm playing. Right? So Steve wants to be able to play the guitar. I can play the guitar, but that's all I do. I don't hear the rest of the song. Really. Just hear what I got. So, you know,
someone's got to chime in.
That's why I throw it out there, and then you guys add all the rest of the shit in, and we figure it out, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna take a dump in the corner there, man. Don't do that.
What?
Look like you're about to drop trowel there. I don't know.
Here comes the Eskimo.
Fucking tarantula bothering me. I have to whack it.
Minus the WD-40. Good for you.
Whack your tarantula.
Good for you. You're moving forward in the world there.
Just fucking, I could just see like a little fucking limb going. Yeah, okay, you're done, motherfucker. You're done.
Snuff the life.
Fuck you. I ain't politically correct yet. Anyway, so no, look.
Fuck politically
we
correct.
We got Steve likes your riff, your song. He's dead. Dead.
Dead. Ooh, dead. Steve's about dead. Yeah.
So Steve
I'm about to fall asleep, guys.
Yeah. Hey, 2 minutes and you can fuck off. So Steve likes your riff, so we would need you to do it again, so we can learn it. Because
which riff? The one I keep doing.
The one we actually jammed on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
There's that one. I could toss in any of mine that are basically 90% complete. Where I can, there's From a Stone, which I think you guys like.
Yes.
Paul, you already had lyrical ideas for it.
Yeah.
You had a beat for it, Steve. Jim, you know it. It's been kicking around for years. I mean, you have to come up with something else, but the song is more or less
done.
More or less. I can throw that one
Till we rip it apart.
What?
Huh? What was that? Huh? I said till we rip it apart.
Yeah, there's of the new ones. I'm working on Paul's, the one that bridge that I love. I'm trying to fool around with that one.
Paul's Lament. That's all the names of my songs. They're all going to be like that, eh? Paul's Lament, Paul's Polka, Paul's fucking Fibromyalgia.
No, wait a second. We changed the name. It wasn't Paul's Polka anymore. Wasn't it just the Polka?
I don't know.
And weren't you Bishop Tutu at one point? Or was that remember that?
Bishop in a tutu, yeah.
Oh, God. Desmond.
Fucking nonsense like that. Anyway.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So, and then of the other new ones, if you want to start one like... What was that?
Huh?
He's having a delayed reaction.
That's just
to the beer.
Doesn't take
because
much.
I don't want to. Part of me is like, I don't want to do 3 or 4 like totally from scratch. I want to take something that's already a little bit there, so it's a little easier. Yeah. And then when we actually write a new one, there's that sense of accomplishment. Like, fuck, we can do it again. Not that we go crazy trying to craft a whole brand new.
The first one's going to be a bitch, but we just got to do it. We got to, It's gonna be hard to get that first one started, and then we're like, ding, everyone gets it. I mean, fuck, Steve, you recorded, you did all kinds of stuff, like all the different iterations of your studio, right? So you get it. I mean, long before this video, you already, I'm going to fucking get a sound card and a computer and speakers and build a drum set and fix Enzo's guitar. And you got it. You knew. You've always like had the plan there in the head. You just needed that boom, kickstart. And you did it. You're already there. You're ready. You're miles ahead. So we're all catching up. It's going to be like we're all very lucky to be able to have a drummer, songwriting, lyric guy that is gearing up like fucking faster than we can keep up. Because guess what? The slowest part of the fucking process is if the drummer isn't equipped. Right? That's the hardest part. So we're lucky. But now it's going to be on us. I mean, I have a lot of shit. I got to get pedals. I got to get preamp. I got to get my shit together. Jim needs a DAW and a sound card. Enz is, you also with the vision. I mean, you fucking bastard. You started all this problem in the first place, right? So you already know. You fucking suited up your studio too, and you have gear and you have that. So we're all going to have to get to Steve and Enzo level. That's basically what we got to do, you and I.
Just worry about having fun and creating. That's all.
But that's the thing is that first one is going to fire us up for like, okay, now I know what we like. Jim, you're gonna have no problem sorting this out. You're gonna see like you're not there, you're there. Like,
no.
One little touch and it's like it's done.
Yeah, no. I'm not worried. You know what? What I think is cool is just like for myself. After Enz is as prolific as not as much more prolific than any of us, I think. Or I can't speak for you, Paul or Steve. You guys have been writing stuff, but I haven't done dick for 20. I've been playing the same shit for 20 years, just playing. That's all I do, play. But in the last 2 months, I've things that I play again twice. If I play it twice, it's a fucking riff. Like other than noodling. But just tonight, the thing that I did, well, you know what? To me, that is like, that's major evolution for me.
Yeah.
And no, seriously?
It is. No, it is.
I haven't done fucking squat for years just because I just play and I play and I play it and it comes, it goes. And whoop. So the fact that I actually want to remember stuff, that to me that's a substantial. The other guy fell off the bed. What the fuck, Steve? Dude, turn off your phone, man.
I'm here.
No, he's a.
So anyway, my point being is that it's a small technological hurdle I need to jump, but just the fact that I'm playing stuff, and I never came up with full songs. I never did. I always contribute and help arrange and add and whatever, and that's what I do. So I come up with the idea and I throw it out there into the ether and see what comes of it. So
I can tell you every fucking note of every song and who's responsible for it. Because I remember everybody trashing my shit, so I know who came up with what.
We didn't trash it.
The elephant memory ends.
We polished the turd until it became a golden egg.
Hey, Steve, are you dead for real, man? Go to bed. Close the phone. Don't worry about it. I'll call you in the week when I can come. Good night.
He's toast. He dropped the phone. He passed. He rolled over and fucking boom.
That's gonna fucking.
Steve! Nah, he's gone. Anyway, when his phone fucking blinks on him there, hopefully he's not paying for his minutes or whatever the hell.
I'm going to bed.
Okay, he's alive. All right. Good night, Steve. I'll talk to you in the week.
Good night, you guys. You guys bitch all you want. Good night.
Good night, Uncle Steve.
Good night, Tom.
Yeah. Bye, Uncle Milty.
I remember that one, Uncle Steve. Last night, they just picked a good name, I guess. Rip. Remember that last night?
There's all these kids' books for like how to introduce transsexuals and lesbian, gay marriage and all this. He goes, these books suck. Why don't they just put a book, Uncle Steve Likes Cock? So,
That was real, by the way, Jim. That was. If you were there last night, you would have been fucking on the floor.
Yes, I would have soiled my Depends. Yes.
Yeah, you would have soiled yourself.
You gotta watch. You gotta catch that episode, man.
It was not recorded last night.
For some funny reason, I was on Facebook today, and somebody posts Bill Maher's version, and there it was. Steve likes cock. It was there. Somebody loved it so much they said they put it on, and it skipped so fast from that to political things. It was like, okay, yeah.
Fucking people are stupid.
Well, it always
Steve.
goes from liking cock to political things. That's the way it works.
All right, guys. I'm out.
Buenas noches.
Good night, Uncle Steve.
Frito Lay.
Good night, Uncle Paulie and Uncle Enzo and Uncle Jim. Bunch of perverts we are. Take it easy, buddies.
Ciao, Scruffy.
Ciao.
Classic. I love it.
So, okay.
Well, nothing but the best of the Soulmason, dark side.
Okay, so this week I'll put down 3 songs. How's that? New song.
Whatever you got time for, man. There's no rush. It's just
this week.
It could take forever, as far as I'm concerned.
I'll try to remember to switch my drawers every day of the week. That's what I commit to.
I don't.
Perfect.
Turn them inside out. Whatever. This week is going to be a little rock and roll for me work-wise. So I'll probably be going 24/7. I'll sleep periods of 4 hours here and there, but
not a contest, man. Not a contest.
But I'm just saying. Last week was fucked up, and this week because of Ding Dong, I'm going to be going full tilt boogie till Sunday probably. So playing guitar and listening to tunes and Facebooking and whatever. I'll be there Saturday night, but I can count on that. But
all you have to do when you're taking your dump, you don't even have to play. Just listen to whatever it is that we post.
Yes,
that's all.
Well, that's about so when I get peace. Yes, and even then, sometimes on the crap or the fucking phone rings. Because anyway, I don't answer when I'm in the crap.
I don't want you to learn my songs to play what I play. I want you to learn it so you come up with your own shit to play.
Right.
That's all. So I don't care if you know, hey, here's the gist. I'm playing F, I'm playing D. Okay, fine.
Pardon me.
But that's evolution, man. That's organically growing.
But Jim, there's something that you said before that I didn't chime in because we were laughing about something else, but I just want to bring it up now. As you said, you haven't done jack squat, whatever. I think that's completely not true. The thing that you have done is that you have mastered fucking guitar like nobody else in this band. All right. Yeah. You are an absolute fucking wizard on guitar. And the 2 or 3 videos that I've seen that you've posted, first of all, you got on Facebook and, you became online and you did all this other stuff. And then you reminded us, like, fucking hit in the face, like, holy fuck, Jim's awesome. Like, fucking awesome. I mean, it's not like we forgot, but we kind of forgot, and then like, drool, like, that's amazing. How fucking lucky are we that you are a Soulmason? So that's what you did. The past 4 decades is you became fucking awesome at guitar. So shut up about I did nothing.
No,
what did I do for the Soulmasons in the past 20 years? Nothing. Nothing. So Enzo started that ball. Rolling, and here we go, and we're doing our thing, and we're all chiming in. So trust me, you're gonna have your time to shine, bro. It's not a guilt trip. You're not taking
it's not.
It's just like there's nothing for you to do. Like you have to hurry up, Jim. We're waiting for you. No, we're not. There's nothing at all like that.
No.
And it's just that when it comes, your time's gonna come. It absolutely will come. Where we're gonna have a song, a new one, that Enzo and you and Steve have sort of liquored up to a point where it's A to Z. That's the format. And then it's my turn. I'll bass it. Steve's going to drum it. And then you're going to have to fucking rhythm and lead it. And you're going to be like, I'm getting an audio interface and a DAW. And Enzo, come over. I have 4 hours before I go and meet Justin. So fucking show me how it works. And then you'll spend 3 weeks figuring it out, tweaking it. Enzo and you were going to fight incessantly. He said, no, fuck, I told you. The mic's too close. You got to fucking, fuck, Jesus. Stop eating Roman sausage, you fucking Irish bastard. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best because then that's going to be your trial by fire of, fuck, I got to do it. I mean, the talent is there. It's just the fucking technology. Click track and, fuck, what the hell? This is so uncomfortable.
You know what I might even be able to do? I was talking to one of our board members the other night, and she's just like pint-sized. Her name's Kim Campbell, and she's not the former temporary prime minister. She's right and honorable, but never at the same time. And,
that's good. I like that. That's a song, man.
She's like yay big, and God forbid she ever sees this video, but she's yay big, and she can drink sailors under the table. She's a riot, and she's. I
love her already.
Yeah, she's awesome. And I saw her earlier this week, and she's got this big kind of plastic boot thing on her foot. I said, Kim, you got to lay off the ass kicking, on a regular basis. Like seriously, you got to just stop putting your foot in people's asses, mine included. But anyway, and so she laughed. Hey, you better watch it. I'm going to lay it on you. Yeah. So anyway, and but point is that she said something to me that kind of clicked. For we got going through all kinds of changes at work, and we're going to maybe start doing podcasts. She's like, I do podcasts, and I said, well, she said, well, I got my I don't know, my cousin or something. He's into music and he knows about mics and mixing shit. And I'm like, I said, yeah. I said, well, I refer to my friends back here as my mistresses, right? And she, so I said, well, don't worry. I said, I got enough. Don't worry, we can do podcasts, Kim. We'll figure out mics and oh, we don't have to buy stuff, And I said, no, we don't have to buy stuff. I got to get the DAW and all this crap. I said, but don't worry, we can do podcasts. So maybe I could pass it, fucking expense it on the company, Well, I'm just saying,
the Canadian government. Thank you very much. Dun, dun, dun. I report.
I didn't, I don't have approval or anything, but
it's an interesting
I take my IE Canada credit card. Awesome. There you go.
Suddenly, Jim's got a fucking $8 billion budget to do a podcast. Enzo, Mesa, times 10. Go.
Yeah. So anyway,
how many bases you want? Like,
we're gonna film a video. We're gonna film a Soulmason video from the fucking International Space Station. How'd you guys get up here?
I'm a mobile man.
Well, you know it's awesome. I remember when Aiden was younger, was smaller, right? Younger. Anyway, both. It was proportional. So anyway, but he was very into rockets. For a while, it was Bell's, like Big Ben. We watch YouTube video, whatever he's into, right? Kids are like, pardon me, but Space Shuttle. And it turns out the Foo Fighters have a video called for their song, not Times Like These. Anyway, basically, they go into the Apollo rocket, and you see all of them, walking like, they just kind of morph their faces from John Glenn and Neil Armstrong, whatever, but it's the Foo Fighters, right? But it looks so realistic. It's them floating around in the capsule and all this. Aiden's like, that's the Foo Fighters? They went into outer space? I mean, it looks so good, but they're playing guitar and drums. We could do that.
For sure.
Down the road,
Look at what they did with, there was this whole, to show that fake news can be so easily done because somebody did a spoof of a CGI Barack Obama head, but it was him, this guy, this video expert talking. And he's, doesn't even have to mimic Barack Obama's voice. He's just saying shit like, I'm going to, kill this person and have sex with a pig and whatever. And this is ludicrous, isn't it? It is ludicrous because I am not Barack Obama. And then it's me, Joe Smith, whatever. And it's like, wow, fuck. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
It is.
Gollum in Lord of the Rings, it's he's real. He's there. He's in the movie, but it's a guy with a bunch of fucking pads on his suit.
A bunch of dots on his head.
That's it.
Going back to something you said, Paul, same thing applies to you, like you just said to Jim. You don't have to approach the new ones just as a bass player. Hello?
Yes.
No, I feel that. Listen, I mean, I'm very comfortable. It could be a look, I am not a piano player, but I have it here. It's,
There it is. Cool.
in front of me every day. And I know basic chords, but so I listen to Neil Young, let's say, or Alanis Morissette in the early days, and I think I'm a keyboardist. Okay, like I don't have to be Elton John, Billy Joel. Yeah, we got a keyboard track done. I bet you either of you is a better keyboardist than I am. Like honestly, I'm not even being polite. It's that basic. But I've got it, and I can get a plug-in, and suddenly I've got Moog, or I've got fucking Hammond, or whatever. So that harmonica, acoustic guitar, I'm whoring myself out doing covers every week. So I get it, and I'm happy to try it. It's fun because then it goes both ways. Either you guys want to do a bass track or a vocal track, fucking do it. That's obvious. So it's just fun. This Beatles style approach to recording that we're doing is about doesn't matter who's going to hit the triangle. Just fucking hit the triangle, okay? Do it. Steve built the drum set. I think he's going to be the only guy doing drums, but we could do some percussion. We could do whatever.
Whatever a song calls for that sounds good. I don't want to be Arcade Fire. Oops. Let's put this in just to put it in. No.
Yeah.
It's always suit the song, that's all. But no, because if you came up, Jesus Christ, it's fucking full the battery.
Man, why? I thought you were gonna plug it in, man. What's wrong with you? Just plug it in, for Christ's sake. What the hell's wrong with you?
Plug it in.
Okay.
I'm like fucking Edith, for Christ's sake.
Like the song you came up with.
Plug your phone in, Archie.
Archie.
On that note, you guys talk. I'm not going to take you for a squirt like Steve does. I'll be back in a moment, all right?
Oh!
I want the fresh beer. You think about Archie.
How polite.
Hey, the song, the lament. It's yours. Okay, I'm coming up with stuff. But when I send it back to you, you're going to say, no, I'm not going that way. Okay, and whatever. Whatever, you know how it is. It's back and forth. I don't give a shit.
54-40. 54-40. Okay? Allman Brothers. Eagles. Bands with lots of fucking guitars.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like that a lot.
Well, yeah.
It's interesting to say, all right, I got a riff and I'm playing it. But like Jim's saying, he plays guitar. Okay?
Yeah.
So unless he's going to venture out and play fucking bongos on a song, if you and I are playing all the guitars, it's kind of lame for him to...
No, I mean...
So I write in consequence of the fact that I'm not necessarily going to be playing the guitar on it unless you need me to, or it would be interesting to have... you and I could both be playing open string fucking G, but you want me to do it as well on my guitar so you can get a little extra texture. That's cool. I'm not going to not play guitar.
No, exactly.
I'm not gonna say no, but you guys are the guitarists. Okay?
No, I know.
You're the rhythm guitarist. Jim's the lead guitarist, and so I want to.
I'm talking more in the sense of writing, in the writing sense.
Absolutely. But that's the thing. As soon as if I get too finesse and licks and whatever, really, no, it's just the chords. It's power chords, maybe sustained, maybe minor sevens, here ends, fire away. You can play it a different position. You can play it capoed, open tuning, do what you want with it,
I'll give you another good example. I can never play It's About Time. There's a way you play it that it has to be you. There's a way you play that just I would have to literally sit there for 5 days to fucking try and emulate the way you play it. I'm not going to do that.
So fair enough. In that
case,
know
what I mean? That's what I mean.
As long as we all have something to do in the song, that's I think what I'm getting at. If I'm playing the main rhythm of the song, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. But I'm not going to fill it up so much that you know when keyboardists play bass and treble, and then the bassist is upset because the fucking bass is already there. That's why the keyboardist has to try and play in the middle, so that the bassist has a home and the guitarist has a home and the singer can melody. that's kind of where I'm going with it. So whatever guitars I would do, yeah, absolutely, I'll fucking play it. But I want yours in there, and I want his in there too. So if
we
I'm
all
playing
have a
guitar,
different style.
think of it as a 3-guitar song.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
Yeah. We all have a different style. So
no, but that's kind of cool because we can all chime in with our part. And until we've all given our stamp or our chance to be creative on it, it's not final.
Exactly.
And I love that. So I'm not going to write stuff that's really, it's just going to be like horns.
Here, there, here. Hey,
you know?
that's
I
fine.
give you the flavor, I give you the style, and then when we start recording my guitar track, I'm going to scale it back so it's there, but I'm leaving room for you and him.
Yeah.
And me, again, on bass. You know? Like,
Exactly. Because that's the beauty. What I said in that email is that the way you play bass, you put it down with the drums, but you meander. You meander on that bass, man. And that's from the first fucking day I became a musician. I always heard bass playing. I hate the sorry, I hate the U2 style of bass playing. How's that?
Yeah.
You know?
Adam Clayton, right.
Yeah, or AC/DC to a certain degree where it's like...
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. You know? And
you wander. You do such fucking cool stuff.
You don't just wander.
I play bass like a singer. That's basically where it comes down to. I play it like a singer.
Bass like a singer. I like that. That makes sense. That makes it kind of makes sense.
Because I'm not a bassist. I'm a singer first. And so I play bass.
And you're
like
a frustrated drummer.
Yeah. I play guitar like a drummer.
Yeah. But all of these things come out in your bass playing because you know when you have to hold it down, but then you wander. And it's so fucking cool because I like the guitar to be the... And you hear that bass going under. And then there's because I noticed the biggest difference between me and Jim when Jim does write, Jim is very...
Writing?
His riffs are very... They're very, very...
Yeah.
I'm not giving you...
No, it's not a dig. I know. It's just the way
you write. Like, regarding time, the opening chords is you. Here and now, it's you. And it's all very... Whereas I'm sloppy. My shit sort of... Holy fuck, man! I can't play it twice in the same time. Jesus
If
Christ.
Enzo did Kung Fu, it would be drunken Kung Fu, right?
Yeah.
Drunken Kung Fu style.
Kung Fu.
Fucking right.
Yeah, but you know what? The beauty ends is that between the two of us, we're sort of, in some ways, we're sort of like Izzy and Slash Iggy. Jesus Christ. Fucking Iggy. Forget Iggy. That guy's a demon seed. Anyway, yeah. There's something wrong with that, man.
But that's the beauty of all three of us.
Well, no, for sure. But that's like your creativity outstrips your, like in the sense of it doesn't matter that you're spot on perfect. That's not what the beauty of your playing is, right? Is that's not where you're coming from, So, and all I got is the stuff that I can like I do it because I do it when I do stuff I do it the way I do it because that's all I can do. We each do it our own way, and that's the beauty of us being Soulmasons is that it all comes together, right?
Yeah.
But anyway,
so I got a couple of doozies I want to work on. That's for sure.
There's a lot of stuff that we've got, yet to do, and I just see it like from the 10,000-foot view is that we end like you rightly said, we're long overdue to get back together and blah blah blah. And thank you for that because it's done. But now that we're there, now we got to. I won't say get to work because it's not work; it's a labor of love. But I really think that we need to find a good working rhythm. We need a workflow.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's technology that's going to help us so much as really the way that we think. It's kind of like in 2 years from now, it's going to be obvious. Oh, okay, new idea in the can. All right, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
18 steps, follow the dots, so they're all cross-connected, and then it's done. But we know the process. Right now, we don't know the process. We're like, there's an idea.
Now what?
Well,
what do I do? I don't know. You know,
Well,
it's brilliant. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. I have no idea what to do with that.
we're essentially doing the same things we did, 20 some odd years ago, except that we're trying to figure out how to do it virtually. Whereas we used to get together in a studio and we'd hash it out, four of us, or one guy was sick with chicken pox, or the other guy was busy doing what he was doing.
Everything was scheduled. There was a night with the guitarist and the drummer. There was a night when it was
the
we
had that fucking crap too. Yeah.
There was a night when it was the four of us, but no drumming. There was a night when it's all four of us playing.
Okay. We had all kinds of plans, and let's face it, things happened or didn't happen. But
my fucking fault, isn't it?
but things naturally occurred, and on certain songs we paired up, or we didn't, or and it's how we gonna do this on at the four corners of the earth, right? Virtually,
fucking sliding.
But I mean, I see us coming to the same. We're going to do stuff essentially the same way as we always have. It's a matter of, being able to do it. We're not in the same room on a regular basis 4 or 5 nights a week pissing in milk jugs or whatever the hell we were doing, right? We're doing this. Don't hump stuff ends when we're on camera, right? Please, it's not very polite. Contain yourself, man. So, but I really do see us coming about it the same way that we always have. Not that there's a better way. I'm sure he's searching for a shovel. I'm pretty sure.
It's the Ascabo, for sure. It's a surprise Ascabo.
I don't want to see your rectum ends.
Oh, and the phone slid. What's this? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. The poor pooch.
And
Enzo.
And Enzo spent. Oh.
All right, anyway, go on.
That's all I had to say.
Oh, okay.
Archie!
What is that?
Archie?
The fuck is wrong with you? Meathead? No.
Meathead. Yeah.
Seriously?
You don't remember Archie Bunker? All in the
Archie
Family?
Bunker? Jesus, ends. Wow.
I have it on tape. Fuck, here. Look.
Da, 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 da. Everybody pull their weight. Me out on my tag, those were the days.
The days. When I was a little kid, my mom would set me up in front of TV because I was a finicky eater. The only thing I'd eat is corn niblets, hot dogs, like just the wiener, the Frankfurter, and sliced cheese, or Swanson's TV dinners. And she'd set me up in the living room in front of our Marconi, it was a Marconi black and white TV and the big wooden, big shell on one of those little TV table things. And I'd sit there, and before, I guess it'd be Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers would come on. It'd be All in the Family, and I'd be watching All in the Family, and I couldn't figure it out when I was like 4 or 5 years old why all they did was yell at each other and bitch at each other. Right? I'm like, this is a really crappy show, man. Like, all they do is complain. Like,
awesome.
Hey, Meathead and Gloria and whatever. And I couldn't figure it out. And years later,
yeah, that show wouldn't be on the air today. In our
No. It's all not very right.
No.
Yesterday when I came up for lunch, I forget what I was sitting there. It's the beauty of YouTube. You gotta love it. Google and YouTube. I'm having a sandwich, and I'm spazzing out about something with work, whatever. And so anyway, I'm sitting there, and Genevieve happened to be home. And I go, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. She looks at me. I went into the can, and I'm taking a leak, and I'm singing that while she's in the kitchen. And she's like, what the hell are you saying? I say this all the time. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer. I start singing it, And she goes, what is that? Like, you never heard that? Like, you grew up on the French side of town or whatever. I don't know where you were. Anyway, but I say it all the time. Aiden imitates me. Daddy, Oscar Mayer wiener, and this is the first time you really don't listen most of the time, right? You're like, what the hell? So anyway, she's like, what are you on? I'm like, Oscar Mayer wieners? They don't sell Oscar Mayer wieners here, I don't think.
No.
I'm like,
Oscar. But we all know what they are. I remember the car. They had the Oscar Mayer
right.
wiener.
Yeah. They got the Oscar Mayer wiener car. But if you remember, there was 2 songs from Oscar Mayer Wiener. So there was I wish I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener because something everyone would love me, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I pull it up on YouTube and I play one version. Right? And so she's like looking at me like, how do I spell divorce? So anyway, and then I noticed the little kid, I don't know what his name is, but he's the Bologna kid, right? Oh, my Bologna has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My Bologna has a second name. It's M-E-Y-R. And if you ask me why, I'll tell you what. Anyway, O-S-C-A-R, Oscar Mayer Bologna is the best, whatever. Anyway, and she's again looking at me like, seriously, man. If you spend as much time remembering your fucking work and remembering to put your
but this is stuff
that drawers in the fucking laundry.
Yeah, but this is stuff that's ingrained in your head when you're a kid.
Yeah, they've played it over and over. We've been exposed to it for years in our youth.
But
remember that
it's like the theme from the Flintstones
and the
or the theme from Spider-Man.
Or advertisement. That's the other classic that I love.
Well, what the fuck was that one? Danger! It's
Will Rogers. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Will Rogers. That was Lost in Space. No.
Yeah, Danger, Will Rogers. No.
Yeah, I remember the fucking names.
There's a new Netflix episode that I'm fucking addicted to now. It's based on the Robinsons family. They're lost.
Robinson Crusoe.
Yeah, no, the Robinsons.
Swiss Family Robinson.
Swiss Family Robinsons, exactly. The original show from like fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah, the guy with the beard, they're Swedes or whatever the fuck they were. Yeah.
And they're lost. They're the land of lost in time or whatever. Land of lost. Dinosaurs and all that shit. And now there's a new like take on this. It's the Robinson family gets stranded. Earth has evacuated everyone because it's fucking devastated, and they're on a planet and it's not what they expected. And the trials and tribulations of dealing with, alien races and all that shit. And it's the Robinsons. And it's fucking cool. It's kind of like the replacement for Star Trek for me because I'm missing that. The new version, I hated. It was fucking ridiculous.
I wanted to ask. No.
What's it called?
This new show, it's called Lost in Space.
Oh, okay. It's in my favorites. I haven't started watching it yet. I added it.
Lost in Space.
Aiden watched the first episode. He's dying to watch. I gotta watch that Lost in Space. I thought this was a remake of the Lost in Space from years ago. It's not.
When I saw Robinsons, I kind of thought, okay, this is where it's based on, but I don't know about the other Lost in Space.
Well, I don't know either.
You don't remember that?
But Aiden watched episode.
It's the movie you're talking about with the little robot there.
Danger,
okay, no, it's not based on that.
No,
that's what you. Oh no, it's not that. No, not that.
That was more of a. It wasn't a kid show. It was a nightly.
Sci-fi early days, right?
Yeah, it's fucking whatever.
Very, very classic.
So Lost in Space. Yeah, I see. Because the decision is when we see all these shows, Aiden sees them. Because we used to have them set up on the kids' profile, right? But a lot of shows that he wanted to watch and movies that we would watch, they didn't fall in there. So he has a regular profile. Right. He doesn't watch Netflix most of the time. He's busy, Minecraft, YouTube, and whatever. If he's not watching videos, he's playing, right? So anyway, but he saw when we were looking for movies. Often Friday night we'll watch Netflix and watch, like tonight we watched the Box Trolls or whatever. I saw part of it anyway. There's all kinds of stuff. And so we saw Lost in Space. He's like, I got to see Lost in Space. And every time he turns on his Xbox, it shows all the latest movies on, whatever's out. Lost in Space. He's like, I got to see it. Mommy, I'm going to watch it, but it's PG. So we got to decide, are we going to watch PG stuff?
Well, that's what I like about it. I'm not a big fan of thrillers and fucking psychological crap. And we've got enough fucking psychological thrillers in our life. We don't need any of that
exactly
material.
We got Trump.
So me personally, it's great. I think it's fucking awesome. But it's not racy. It's just that there's good drama to it. It's not poorly written. It's very high quality writing, and the actors are great. So there's no bullshit. It's not like some of these shows. I mean, Netflix, I got to say, the production quality is fucking top.
No, they got
top.
awesome shows.
A lot of money.
There's a lot of stuff, and I watch a lot of the foreign stuff.
Right.
Occupied from Norway. Norway.
Yeah.
The one that they did from Iceland, was it Iceland? Anyway, basically,
what's it called?
The big guy, he's a cop, and they basically they're landlocked right on the island.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
Awesome. Sometimes there's subtitles, and or even recently I watched Marseille, right, with the shows Andre, big schnoz guy.
I know who you're talking about.
What his name is.
Yeah.
Anyway, the first season, it's in French, and I'm watching. It's got English subtitles. Okay, give a fuck, And then season 2 comes up. Oh, new episodes. Cool. I start watching it. It's all dubbed in English. Fuck. Come on. I hate that. Watch it in whatever language it's made in. Read the subtitles if you have to, but never dub this shit. That is just... Oh, fuck you. I don't want to watch it.
Well, you guys, I'm sure you've seen Bad Cop, Bone Cop.
Yes, that is awesome, man.
Did you see the second one?
I think I saw the second one.
I never saw the second one.
Anyway, I saw the second one.
The first one's much better, but
yes,
that's the way it should be done.
That's awesome. And you know what? And I tell Genevieve, around here, I mean, we got to go into the South Shore to watch a movie in English, right? I think it's a drive-in in here in
Sherbrooke. Isn't there one in Sherbrooke?
There's some fucked up theater downtown, but there's a bunch of winos and heroin addicts around there anyway. Whatever. Anyway, and there's no fucking parking. Fuck that. But,
Wait a second. They have one of the biggest fucking English universities in the fucking world, and you're telling me there's no English cinema near there?
No. Well, I think they have English movies at this place, the Granada or something downtown, but it's the equivalent of like St. Lawrence and St. Catherine, in Sherbrooke. Yeah. Oh, Sherbrooke is fucking CDO but I mean, anyway. Point is we don't go to the movies around here.
Okay.
And I'll go see a movie if it was written in French. If I'll go watch it in French, but I will not even if it's for fucking free, watch a dubbed version like on TV5 or whatever the hell. An English movie that's been done in French. Genevieve, Aiden doesn't necessarily know the difference yet, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I watch it," because they watch movies at school in fucking French, and it's an English movie. I'm like, I can't deal with that crap. No, whatever language. It's in fucking Japanese. It's in Japanese. Whatever, it's in it. That's fine. I'll watch it in whatever. Subtitles, I'll read it, but no.
But even on Netflix, there's a couple of good fighting movies, sword fighting or the kung fu style, but really well done, amazing with CGI. We're talking about, it's fucking top and amazing. But it's in Japanese or whatever in the original language.
What it is.
And the subtitle, I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'll take that. Was talking about drunken kung fu style. What was it? Oh no, it wasn't Japanese. Sorry. Oh, it was. Iron Fist. It's a Marvel thing.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not part of the whole... it's a series, actually. It's not a movie.
1 year. It's what they had one season. They're working on the second season. He's buddies with Daredevil and Power Man, whatever the fuck it's called.
They put out a whole fuckload of stuff for Marvel, right? Different things.
Marvel is a fucking store.
What Netflix has, they started with Daredevil. Then they did... what's her name? Jessica Jones.
I haven't watched it yet, but I like her as an actress. She's funny.
The other guy.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I can't wait to check it out, actually.
It's Power Man, but I don't know what they call the series. I don't remember it. Then they did 1 year of Iron Fist, and they're supposed to do a second season. But I know all this shit, but I've never seen any of it.
And do you have Netflix?
No, we were talking about it yesterday.
Seriously, for whatever, $7 or $10 a month, man. I mean, you don't need fucking cable at all, man.
It's $10 a month, but you need unlimited internet download.
Yes.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Connor sits in front of a computer watching fucking nursery rhymes all day.
Perfect.
We had to do it because the first day we moved in here and I got the internet bill and I looked and I said, You and you little fucker. Him, he's whatever the fuck he has. You little prick.
You can control it.
I fucking lost it right away. Same thing like Unlimited. No.
$10 a month, whatever. Extra. Fucking.
I think our bill was like 110, and it came in at 220. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, that's criminal. But
what were you
Netflix,
guys doing? Oh, we were watching videos.
Dora the Explorer in HD all day.
$400.
But
in Connor's case, that's what it does, right?
In the last 2 years, maybe they have so many different series in all kinds of countries.
Well, yeah.
But so much shit, and now they're bringing on stuff from like Disney, I think, and they're adding stuff.
Well,
before
actually,
it was like
Disney's starting their own service next year or the year after. I'm not sure.
Right. Probably. I mean, Amazon has. We're with Amazon Prime, and they got all kinds of crap on there too. Problem is, my TV doesn't have an app to be able to do it. I got to go through the Xbox, and I don't know how to fucking work that.
Because that's the other thing with Disney, because Disney owns Marvel, right?
Yeah.
So the Marvel stuff that's on Netflix might end up with Disney. And the other big carrot they're dangling is that after 20 years of hearsay and gossip and this and that, they finally started working on a live-action Star Wars series. It's going to be on the Disney streaming service. So that's the big carrot.
Yeah.
Because that's been lying around for years and years and years. But
it's no longer Netflix being a monopoly anymore.
No. But that's the way they're all going to go, right? But I want to know, you're talking about the new Star Trek, whatever the hell it was called, Discovery?
Yeah.
No.
The fuck was it?
Discovery or something.
Yeah, I think that was it. It was Discovery. So they repainted the Klingons in a different kind of look and rewrote the language. They have this very distinct now guttural Klingon language. It's no longer the fucking crazy eyebrows and it's like they're very they're tough, but they're sort of like more like it's this embryonic version of the Klingons that they just said no, we're gonna redo the Klingons, and like it was like whoa, okay, I need 4 episodes to get into this. What? And then there's this whole in classic Star Trek. There's this whole the future has invaded the past. But it's subterfuge, and you don't know who is from the part. Like, what? Okay, it's cool. I love that shit, but it was too much. It was like, now they had this female lead, the first officer, who is a troublemaker. She's a shit disturber. She's hot. She's smart and all the right things. So it's a great hero for the modern day. But I don't know. It's fucking hard to like be passionate about the episode because it's just too much. It's too new. I want Star Trek. Like, the fuck? The guy in red's gonna die, and the fucking none of that. It's fucking brand new everything.
Did you like Enterprise when it was on?
Absolutely. I rewatched it recently, like a year ago. I went back on Netflix, which is great. And I watched it from episode 1 because I never watched the whole series in sequence. I was gigging a lot. I'd watch it,
Yeah, even me. For some reason, I never. My sister used to videotape it, for Christ's sake. Imagine that.
Yeah,
that was 4 years.
That old. But I loved the lead guy, the captain, because of his previous show where he was the
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, exactly. I loved that show.
Oh, what's his name again?
Scott Bakula.
That's
Scott
it.
Bakula.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. And that guy in the weird suit that would back him up all the time. Yeah, how you doing? Remember the fuck was his name? Oh, God damn it. Hey, I won't get it. So I loved that series. I rewatched the whole thing all the way to the end. I'm like, oh, that's how it ends. Fuck.
Yeah, the ending sucks, no? Doesn't the ending suck?
The ending is, it shows that they pulled the plug and, they had to wrap it up. They were on a track. Season 1, very cool. Season 2 started to lose momentum. Season 3 was a hodgepodge. Season 4, they came back tough and gritty. We got to lose our jobs, guys. Let's fucking make people interested. And then it didn't go. It didn't go to season 5. It could have easily done. And they left it open to do so because they just sort of, let's go.
Did you catch the Easter egg? Did you catch the Easter egg in the reboot? I don't remember what it is. They were talking about his dog. He has a little beagle, Admiral Archer.
Right.
Archer.
Archer, yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Archer.
In the Star Trek reboot, Kirk is talking with who the fuck is he talking with? Yeah, I made the dog Scotty. Scotty. He made the dog disappear. So they have that little piece of Archer. They stuck it in. What did you think of the movie?
Very cool. Very cool. The movie. Which one?
1, 2, 3. 3? 1, 2, 3.
What, the brand new Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them because they're fast-paced. They're so witty. Lots of comedy. I like the new captain. I think he's perfect. It needs to be that fast-paced in order to get new people involved because everyone's
They Star Wars did.
It has to be a little bit like Transformers and Star Trek to be like, oh yeah, this is great. But I don't know. I miss the old Star Trek. I miss the fucking story and the moral and
the tribbles.
I miss Rudenberry. Like it has to be. I don't know.
I tried on Netflix the original series from the start was on there. And I had Aiden watch with me. I figured he loves all this space shit.
But you watched that though, it's hilarious now.
We watched I think 2 episodes. By the second episode, Daddy, can I go watch my tablet? I want to go. I'm like, it's not happening for you, huh? No. I'm not gonna twist your arm. I'm like, you're right. No. It's a little dated, but it is for us. It was what it was when we were kids. Like we're watching Johnny Dangerous or Dangerously or whatever that, or what the hell was it called? Johnny Danger? Yeah, Johnny Danger. Yeah. And but today he's watching. He's like, seriously? Like, give me a break. Like, okay.
Well, you should make him watch the newer ones, like Next Generation or Voyager.
Voyager. Yeah, when we started watching, he loves to watch. He always bitches when he started. I want to watch this movie. And then we watch it, and he's like, Aiden, you got to eat. Like, close your mouth, man. You're catching flies,
No, because
but the movies are fine, but the problem is we got to watch the other guys there, too, right? And he's too young to be watching some of the shit. Like, he's like, starts screeching. Okay, hang on, let's fast forward, or, He's pretty good, but he likes to screech. But anyway... So for Aiden, the movies are probably cool, but it's a little bit much for the little guy. So anyway.
They're boring, man. It won't be scarred, don't worry.
Star Wars fucking replacement, right? I mean, there's so much money being pumped into Star Wars and the whole Disney fucking world, Star Wars world. Like,
let's not go there.
That's where it's going to be. So Star Trek is not, I don't think it's got a foot to stand on. I think they're kind of...
Actually, there's a rumor going around that Patrick Stewart might pop up in the next.
Really?
There's a rumor. Do you know there's 2? They're working on 2 movies. Theoretically, they're working on one. I think there's a shooting script, and there's a second movie. You're gonna laugh if you haven't heard this. Quentin Tarantino R-rated Star Trek movie.
Wow. Fucking Gene is fucking flipping in his grave, man.
Star Trek.
Flipping in his grave.
Star Trek, sorry, whatever. Anyway. It's all the same.
He's friends with J.J. Abrams, right?
Yeah.
And he apparently went to see him with an idea, and they're like, yeah, do it.
How?
Listen, anything after this new series is going to be better. I guarantee it, because it was good. I was into it, and I watched, and I waited with bated breath until each episode, and I was like, I don't think I could do 4 seasons of this. Like, it's not. It's a different universe. It's not the Star Trek universe. So anything that reboots the old style, the movies did it best. The series, I think, missed the mark. Well, lots of creative coolness that went into it, but it's too much. It's like,
that's what it is. They try to, when you try to reinvent the wheel, it doesn't always work. Like Star Wars, what they're doing, it doesn't work. Anyway.
Star Wars has had a hard time for many, many years while Lucas still owned it when in the video game world, because that's when I was working in development there. And it was just so hard. Like, every time a new Star Wars game would go, oh, fuck, here's another dud. Like, it was always shit. It was fucking shit. like, yeah, they had the 3D models of the ships and, okay, a couple of characters with voiceover. Like, crap.
The only Star Wars game that ever came out that was Knights of the Old Republic. Remember?
That was great. That was awesome.
Good.
And it's still on now. It's an MMO. It's still going, and people rave about it.
The latest version, whatever, the last version. Yeah.
It's actually still one of the primo. I mean, one of the top MMOs, massively multiplayer online. It's
Which
one of the few that's still doing good. You know?
Yeah.
Was it?
It's a series. There's 3 games. The first 2 are Knights of the Old Republic. Then it was
because Aiden plays Battlefront something.
No, Battlefront is an Xbox
That's
PlayStation
different.
game. But the one that me and Paul are talking about, the last one, which was I don't remember.
It's
the
old.
full
Like,
name.
it's been around for like
he had
10
other
years.
ones before that.
But it's a computer-based game, Jim. More like in the old style, like on a PC, and you're playing 1,000 people and questing and shit like that. But it's, I mean, there's crazy people that have done fucking trailers for it, you know.
When he plays online, it boggles my mind. He plays with like fucking hordes of people, and he's in there like, and then you know what? He's playing with all these fucking gangs of people, and he wins. I'm like, I got no clue. I don't know what he's doing. I'm watching. I'm like, okay, is this bad for him? Should I be worried? He's playing. He's like, Daddy. And I see, you know, AGS 5000 or whatever his avatar is, whatever. He won. Like, I'm watching, there's a fucking list. AJS 5000 slayed, whatever, and did this and that. Like, fuck me, the kid won against all these people. For all I know, he's playing against adults and whatever.
Well, yeah, sure.
But he's
kids, adults, it's a whole mixed bag.
He fucking kicks ass on those games, man.
He'll make a mint.
Yeah. Michael sneaks downstairs and plays Call of Duty. Pa, I want in gun game.
Well, see, we don't let him play Call of Duty, and he wants to play Halo, and he wants to play because some of the games his uncle writes these fucking games, right? And so Dominic's like, no, don't let him play this, don't let him play that, don't let him play this, because he plays all these games. He writes them and then he plays them, right?
Yeah,
right.
But he gets on, but he goes on to something called Roblox, and it's like he's kind of.
Me and Sam are on that all the time.
But they got all kinds of first-person shooter. They got all kinds of games. They got like I don't know how many hundreds of games.
Yeah.
But he plays all kinds of good stuff. But he's really tonight he was playing some paintball game. I'm like, you know, he loves but what he loves now is Fortnite. Everything's Fortnite.
Everybody's into
Fortnite.
That's the biggest fucking game in the world right now.
I wouldn't know if it bit me on the ass.
I looked at Michael watching people YouTubing it. I'm like,
well, Aiden's probably watching the YouTube stuff, but you know what he's doing mostly? He's learning how to dance. That's all he does. He doesn't give a shit about music, whatever. He dances. I'm going to get him on So You Can Dance, or You Think You Can Dance, or whatever the hell is. But he dances this Fortnite shit, and he's got all these loser dances and whatever. But the kid can dance. I'm like, where do you practice this shit at recess at school? No, I do this. I watch the videos on YouTube, and he just starts, and he's like, whatever. I'm like,
it's insane.
Wow. Cassie loves
it's
that.
all
She
Fortnite.
says, play Bruno Mars, but don't play the Bruno Mars video. Play the how they show you the dance moves version. Like, oh, I don't know, what is that? And then she takes my iPad. Just give me that. And she hits the microphone. Bruno Mars, let's dance. Well, that one, and then she plays it. And then they dab or whatever the hell this crap is. And anyway, all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The French kid up the streets, like the mother's over here. Yes, they dropping them off because they went somewhere. And she's like, yeah, dab. Like she's my age and she's French. She doesn't know fuck all about English. Dab. I'm like, dab.
Well,
I don't know what dab is.
Jim, in one of those, which one was it that he did it? And I'm like looking at it, I was going to punch him in the fucking head. Michael did it when we were doing Immigrant Song. I don't know, he starts, what the fuck you doing? Stop that shit. Or he starts doing this shit to me. What is that?
Oh, you know what?
Fuck out of here.
He says to me, because the problem is, he goes to school in French, right? So he comes home and he says, Daddy, you know how to do the floss? Floss, where you basically take a towel and you kind of Like you floss your arsehole, okay? You know? Anyway, I'm like, you call that the floss? I call that to get rid of the fucking Skittles on your arse.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, but he's got all these names, and the problem is, half the time, he learns a name of something, and he learns it at school. Kids can't pronounce in English. So it's the French version of the English name.
Right.
The
Whatever.
flush.
I'm like,
You know the flush.
I'm just gonna. I'll
you
be
know,
back. I just want to go check on Connor, make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, what the? It's fucked up here in Quebec. You know, like,
Yeah.
son, that's not the word. The word is
That's not what they call it.
floss. It's because your little French friends, they hear the English word and they can't pronounce it right, so you're pronouncing it like, but you're half and half, kid. Like, so, like, get with it, you know. But that's not it, Daddy. Yeah, whatever. What the hell do I know? I don't know shit, you know. So anyway, but the mother up the street is there telling us, oh yeah, dab. I see him. He does it all the time. His little brother's dabbing in his high chair. You know, like,
Fucking
what is
hilarious.
this dab crap? Like, you know, what is this? I'm too fucking old anyway.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm right
It's
there
a
with you.
bitch,
Trust me.
man. You know, it really
I
is.
totally endorse that message.
He's on YouTube and he's doing all these dance moves and he's got these gang signs and whatever. What is this crap? Can't you just listen to rock and roll? When he was a little kid, he liked the Bad to the Bone. First thing, he couldn't even say it.
Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone. To the bone. Like George Thorogood, AC/DC. Now he doesn't give. Like he still goes, oh, I used to like that stuff, Daddy. You remember? Yeah, I remember.
But it's normal. It's
fucking
normal.
Minecraft versions of disco songs. Give me a break.
Wow.
But that's normal. They're gonna discover their own shit. Like
That ain't
Michael,
fucking normal. Nothing normal
Michael's
about
been
it.
fucking watching Michael Jackson for the last month, and I have no nails left, you know. But shut up and,
I'd rather be watching Michael Jackson than some of the crap. Well, did I tell you last weekend? I told you when we were on Saturday. We're in the car going to.
yes.
Yeah,
The whole
Daddy,
fucking
what's a
dildo
dildo?
episode. Yes.
But more importantly, wow, that's a nice fridge.
Holy shit, Paul.
Nice.
What was the top shelf?
We have parties.
Molson.
People
Molson.
leave shit in my fucking fridge. I got every beer you can imagine.
The top
I got
shelf.
See
There
that,
you go.
Stubbies.
There you go. I thought so.
I got Rickards every color you can imagine. What the fuck is this? Organic beer? I'm trying. I have
Put
no
that
idea.
back,
I
man.
got
Don't
Goose.
do that.
You ever tried Goose IPA? Goose?
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
artichokes. Fuck you, I ain't drinking that.
No, it's hops, man. It's not.
Oh.
No.
It looks
That's
like artichoke. That's what I thought too. That's what I thought.
no. That's
This is an
that stuff
Italian
is good.
liquor made with artichokes.
I'm trying organic lager.
I'd rather
You know,
take the fucking dildo and sideways.
Okay, so two things before I forget. I was telling Enz, Paul, if you happen to go to Montebello, they got obviously a craft beer place there.
right?
The best IPA I've ever had in my life, man.
Really?
I forget the name. I could probably Google it, but it's some name La Vieille Plot or something like that. Anyway,
Okay.
awesome IPA. Awesome. I was really blown away. Second thing, I'm forgetting balls. Oh, it's a bit.
That's my life story right there.
Yeah,
That's my
seriously.
life story.
At least here you could say I was drunk.
Yeah, but I'm not really. I'm on my third beer, but that's not saying much. I can plead, what the hell is I going to say? IPA. Whatever. Anyway, resume and we'll all figure it out.
Damn. Sorry, man.
God,
That's why I
that
didn't want to
pisses
say
me
anything.
off.
I didn't want you to lose your track. I thought there, but
Oh, yeah, no. It's nobody's fault but my own. Nobody's fault but old age, yeah. No.
What was your excuse 30 years ago? Fuck you.
Yeah, I was young, yeah. Anyway,
well, there's
I
this
don't remember.
depanneur close to us in Point Claire. You guys know Cartier Avenue in Point Claire?
Yeah.
It's in
Where
between
Pioneer
St. Charles
is.
and St. John's, Cartier. So down at the bottom of Cartier, there's this very nondescript little depanneur. And actually, I should tell for the first part of the story is I'm at a friend's place in Baie-D'Urfé not too long ago. Paul Belly, the guy who used to sub in for me all the time. The guitarist, a good friend of mine, he's a great guy. And so he had a few of us over, and this one guy says, "Guys, you want to try an IPA?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it." And he goes, "No, we're all gonna get a tiny little bit of the bottle." I'm like, "I'll get my own beer." Okay, whatever. I don't own the place here, so everyone's like clamoring. Oh, like the fuck! It's a beer, guys. So he pours, even amount. There's 5 of us, and I'm like, okay. It's a $9 beer. One beer, $9. Fuck off. That is fucking awesome. I nearly threw the glass in the ground. It was, like you just said, Jim, the best fucking IPA. I have never had IPA until that moment. And then I'm like, that's exactly what an IPA is supposed to be. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He goes, it's from Quebec. I got it on Cartier at this little dépanneur. I'm like, oh, really? Tell me more about this place. So, of course, I go the next week. I'm like, all right, I'm a noob. I'm a wine guy. I know nothing about beer. I don't drink domestic. I'm a beer snob. But I had a beer that made me want to fucking learn more. He goes, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. So he comes out. That's it. I'm like, wow. He goes, maximum 4 per customer. I'm like, oh, okay, buddy.
Really?
It's that fucking... It's crazy expensive, but he can't keep up the inventory, so he has to limit how much people buy. Really? And then he says, "There's a couple of others you might want to try. You like IPA?" I said, "Yeah, I like this." He goes, "It's not for everyone because it's really distinct. It's very, very powerful." I'm like, "Yeah." They have double IPAs, which are even more powerful. I'm like, this one was good because it had a little twist of grapefruit in it. It was fucking amazing. It exploded. It was so good. He goes, okay, that's good. But wait, try this one from Boreal. I'm like, Boreal? And he goes, yeah, don't worry. It's $8.50 for the can. Make sure that it's cold when you drink it. And he's talking to me like a sommelier, like, let it breathe and,
fucking beer.
Hang a possum on a string and fucking make sure it's a Tuesday. Or taking notes. It was equally delicious. So he's got these 12 to 13 fucking shelves of, it's all Quebec microbreweries, and like, what the fuck? I had no idea. There's people out there that are making beer, like fucking real beer. Unfortunately, I got a gluten thing. It's not celiac. It's not an allergy, but it fucking does not agree with me. So that's why I drink shit like Corona, which is super light and pussy fucking corn. It's not even hops. Organic. I don't know. But it was worth it. Every fucking painful moment the next day to drink that beer. It was so good. So Jim, I wish that on you. Next time I come, man? I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna go and talk to him. I'll ask him. I'm like, I need 4 cans. I want all my guys to try one of these, and we're gonna have one of these each. It's not the kind of thing you want to have 20 of because they're really like this IPA. IPA is crazy strong, but there's some.
What does it come in at? Probably 7 or 8? No.
It's not the alcohol. It's just the flavor is so like powerful.
The hops is really there's all kinds, and so I'm curious. But the one I got in Montebello, I was blown away. I really a guy I work with who used to work for Labatt's. He created some. He's a biochemist, and he created a product to make more head on Labatt beer, right? Like it's not like it's natural, like you add some chemical and anyway, he invented it, right? He works with me. He's a food guy. Anyway. So he's sitting there and I'm
these
like,
fucking food guys are idiots, by the way. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's a fucking ding dong. Anyway, I hope he's watching. Anyway, he's a bit of a dick. Anyway, but I'm like, this beer is like, I'm like freaking out. Like I'm like, it's not because I'm drunk. I'm like, this is awesome beer. Like, it's got a nice finish, no bitterness. It's no aftertaste. I'm like, and I'm not that big a beer snob. And he's like, I said, well, he's like, really? Like, that sounds really good. So you want to try something? He's like, well, I'm like, fucking company's paying here. I'm not paying for my own supper here. So like, have some. And he gave me a half liter, right? It's this big ass, sort of like a stubby, but a big ass stubby. So I give him the rest of my bottle, and he's like, seriously, Jim? Like, like I guess he was kind of like thinking like, you don't know dick about beer, but he's like, this is really like the best IPA I've ever had. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, don't believe me, but I don't give a shit. I'm enjoying it. and it was Montebello, whatever brewery, but it was some weird name. And I mean, I've had a whole bunch from all over the place, and this was bar none the best.
Right.
Like, it's got the ones with the citrus flavor, really hopsy. There's all kinds of stuff, but this one was just, and it wasn't like 9% or whatever. It was good. Speaking of that, I got to go for a squirt. So
where did you go before?
Huh?
Oh, you went to get another beer. That's what you did. Okay.
Well, I took a squirt and I got a beer, but now I'm just gonna go
Nice.
for a squirt because I still got a beer. I'll be right back. All right.
Got the
I'm gonna
fucking
Google
bladder of a
Montebello IPA.
sparrow.
Hopefully, I make it. It's either that or I get out the my pocket
Get
here.
the
And,
fuck out. What is that? Yeah, there's Garland's
Okay, I'm gonna pee my pants here.
got the bladder of a sparrow.
An unladen sparrow.
Get
egg.
out! What
Les
are
Brasseurs Montebello. There we
you
are.
looking for?
Yeah, because I'm gonna. If I see the label, I'll recognize if it's the one that I tried. It's not the one I tried. Oh, they got. Oh my God, they got Choco Bello.
That's chocolate?
Yeah, they got La Dorée, Le Grand Feu, La Grand Feu, La Jackrabbit, La Canuck Ale, La Miss Beatty, La Reine. Wow, these guys are crazy. They got all kinds of shit.
Think about this. 20 years ago, none of this, well, no, it was always there, but what an industry that exploded out of nowhere.
Well, they had La Maudite and La Fin du Monde and those big
Yeah.
fucking growlers, like the big
Yeah.
fucking 750 ml bottles, and which was cool. And when they came out, everyone was like, "Oh wow!" And the guys in the canoe paddling to hell, like, ah.
I still have the bottle.
Yeah, for sure.
I have it.
It's
I never
just-
opened it. It's 20 years old.
Oh, you know, when you had, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's either Figs Mold or
La Maudite or something, or
You can see shit moving in there as it grows.
yeah. The little silt in the bottom is concocting more fucking booze. I had what was it? There was some amber beer or fucking dark beer that had obviously been in my fridge for a lot. The guitar fridge, the garage fridge, and it was on its side, and there was shit like accumulated. I'm like, oh, I think that's old automatic garbage. Like,
Yeah. Ow.
people are coming
I just
over.
keep
I don't
it for
want
the
them to grab
bottle.
this by mistake. Hey?
I just keep it for the bottle. I'm never going to open that. I'm never going to go close to opening that. Fuck. You open it, it's like...
Yeah, it's pungent. People pass out.
You remember, I mean, when we were young, I guess even when whatever, the only thing that existed was Bredor and Carnival.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, it's a special brew. It comes out once a year.
Yeah.
That's all we knew. We didn't know about
Carnival. Yeah, I remember that. That was a classic. It was the Christmas fucking beer, man. Oh, we're gonna plug in. Me too. Now I got battery issues.
Oh, it's brutal. I remember John LeBlanc Classic, Molson Golden. This is all stuff you never found.
Yeah,
And then,
that's right.
But the Carnival and the Bredor. And what was the other one? Oh, shit, though. Molson. What was it?
I don't
Triple
remember.
X.
Oh, Triple X was ridiculous. That was
disgusting.
fucking dangerous beer. You know what's dangerous is these Smirnoff coolers, man. You drink 2 of those, like,
I don't touch that shit.
you're fucking calling ex-girlfriends within like minutes. Like, yeah, hey, this is a good idea. What's up? Yeah. The fuck? Did you drink Smirnoff? Yeah, I had 12. Oh, you're fucked.
Hold on. They're home. I want to go see. I'll be
Go.
right back.
Go.
Beatles
I'll mind the fort.
You mind? Well, the other guy's back.
There he is.
9 of the hour, all shit, no power. Or mostly whiz.
I'm sure he drank his fucking share of Carnival.
Carnival, yeah. Well, I prefer the Celtic, but, Carnival. But while I'm thinking of it, and it's not the thing I was thinking about before, because I may never get that back.
It's gone.
So how is it that you haven't been banished out to your bazoo yet?
Hmm?
Huh? How
What?
come we're not broadcasting from your truck?
Oh yeah, my wife's out dancing, man. She's fucking. She's out with some buddies. Yeah. It's. I got free reign of the fort tonight. Yeah. No,
I was
thank you for
thinking about. I'm
noticing.
like,
Yeah.
seems to me it's about time for Paul to head to the truck.
To the truck, to the minivan. She's out. She's out tonight. Some buddies of hers called her up. Says, "You want to go dancing?" She goes, "Fuck yeah, that's a great idea." because I don't dance. You know, like,
that's right.
Bye.
You know?
So I have a couple of nights
I did what I
during the
had
week
to
where
do,
I do
you know, to
shit. I
kind of
got
like
the
make
fucking
things happen.
the wines day on Wednesday when I do my little broadcast for drinking. And so she's like, I got to do something on Wednesday. I got to find something to do so I can get out of the house so we can freaking drink his wine online. And Saturday, well, the wines day is like 10 minutes. Soulmason Saturday is, you know, well, what time is it? It's 12:30, right? And we start 9:30. This is 3 hours right now. Well, 2.5 tonight because we started late. But she's like, yeah, I'm getting out of the house. I'm going to go do something. Like, see you later. Thank you very much. I'd like to be able to make noise in my office instead. It's a lot more fun. The backdrop sucks, but at least it's comfortable.
Well, hey, man, you know, like, you know, I eat where I shit, right? You know, so it's, yeah, if you look around, I mean, it's fucking cray town here, you know. It's a paper factory, you know, like I got paper on the floor.
You actually have a day job, bro.
Yeah, you know, it's pathetic. I can't see that properly, but actually, I still got the drawer open with all my caca here piled up. Anyway, it's just, you know, so I come down here and it's kind of like this is where I come for you know, my haven, but at the same time, it's also where, you know, the hell presents itself on a regular basis. But
it's heaven and hell all at the same time. Hey, Bagelmeister, there he is.
Hey, did you
see
real
come beautiful back? Glutinous bagel? I love it.
Your sister just came back from St. Viator.
Nice.
You dirty bastard.
Beautiful.
Right.
They're fucking delicious.
Buy them in the store. I get them because the owner, Joe, is best friends with my boss. We actually fixed the mixers.
Right.
Yeah, there's a bit of DNS in every fucking bagel.
Nice, bro. That's fucking cool.
But
very cool.
So whenever they're nearby, they're at the Rialto. I go, walk up the fucking street and go get me bagels. But I told Michael to do it. Ask your aunt to get bagels. And they just came in with a pack.
Nice.
Sneaky bastard.
I gotta go put them to bed. So
yeah, do it. Do it.
Back.
Hey, you know, I work right around that town, man. So every day I pass by, you know, the fucking mothership of bagels. It's hard to not walk in and. I can't eat them. My wife can't eat them. My mom says, no, stop bringing me bread. I'm getting fat. Fuck. So no one can enjoy them. But if I lived close to you guys, I'd fucking, you know, drive by, throw them on your lawn. Fucking lunch.
Well, you know, I was telling a story, the other night I was entertaining at supper time because everybody's a fucking dud anyway. I just, you know, mostly I'm working. Anyway, I make jokes. You got to laugh because you got to laugh, man, because otherwise you're crying, right? Yeah. Anyway, I was sitting there at supper time, and the first time I went to Washington ever was for work, and I went with my boss, and I went with a colleague of mine. And so we go down to this conference down in Washington, and we had some meetings away from the hotel where the conference was, and it was right near the White House. And so we said, we gotta eat. So we walk into a sort of nouveau chic deli.
Right.
Okay, well, you know, like among the, you know, there's all kinds of restaurants. So we'll walk in here, and so we go in, and there wasn't a lot of people there, and it was like a kind of, it looked like a, you know, sort of fixed up restaurant, you know what? Anyway, it was a nice place. So go sit upstairs, and the waiter comes, and he's like a little busy, you know, and he comes up, and I got the specials of the day, and there's all this. He's so fucking happy to tell us about what he's got, right? And I'm like, okay, so lay it on me, man. And so he says, "You're gonna die. You're gonna die." He goes, "We have bagels from Montreal. They were flown in yesterday." And he's freaking out. I'm like, "These St. Viator bagels?" He's like, "You know about them? Somebody told you." Like, I'm from Montreal. "Oh, then you know they're the best." I'm like, "They came in what, yesterday? What, on like FedEx or something?" Like, "Yeah, no, we have them flown in special." Somebody's probably bringing a bag in on their way back anyway.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, I said, no offense. I said, but my boss, she grew up on Chateauguay, you know, so she's from Montreal. The other one's from Ottawa. Like, okay, she doesn't know bagels per se, but I hate to break it to you, I ain't buying your fucking bagels. Like, I'm sorry, man. I said, I'm sure they're lovely, but until you've had them in the brown bag handed to you by Joe, like Enzo got, like, and you buy the cream cheese out of the fridge there, and you go out and sit on the curb and eat, just kind of scoop it out. Like, dude, your bagels, to everybody else, they're meaningful. They're the best. But when you got them hot out of the oven, and he's looking at me, and I just kind of poked a pin in his little fucking souffle there. Like, I'm sorry, friend. So he says, but he says, you're from Montreal. We have the best smoked meat. I'm like, okay, let's not fucking go there. Just
no, you don't.
What do you got? I forget what I had. I had some. It was awesome. It was good. I'm like, okay, let's not go to smoked meat. I might have to get violent. Like, and I told him, the dude fucked me over in Toronto about Montreal smoked meat. Don't give me the Montreal smoked meat bullshit. No, I'm sure it's the best anyway. And the guy, he was nice. He was good.
At least he was enthusiastic. He felt like he was doing you a favor, right?
That's right. I was like, I love. I'm amped because you're amped, but dude, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not that homesick yet. I'm not. Yeah. Like,
stop trying to help me. I don't need your help anymore.
That's right. 2 weeks from now, I would have been like, yeah, give me your bagels and your friggin' smoked meat. But
after eating Washington food for a couple of weeks, you might have dug into the bagels. Yeah.
It was, but it was just so funny. He was like, oh my god, he was high as a kite. Like, I've got all shit here,
We're at bagels.
I'm like, he's like, I forget what it was. He's like, it's Lester's. They sell it at Schwartz, and he's like,
right, yeah.
Buddy, until you line up at 2:00 in the morning for Schwartz, and you don't know diddly, but anyway, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm sure it's good for everybody else, but I'm a smoked meat snob,
I'm gonna pass on your bagels out of the brown bag.
But the bagels, you flew them in yesterday? They're fucking old, man. Yeah. And my boss, like, Jim, go easy on him. Like, he doesn't know. I'm like, I'm sorry. Anyway, so his poor bagels, but anyway, it's funny, but people really get excited. When I was in Montebello, they had someone said, and there was a guy from Toronto. He's like, yeah, I had the poutine here last night. It's pretty good, and it was okay. It was good. It was a little different. The sauce was a little different. It was good.
Right.
And but I was sitting when I had this super duper beer, I ordered the smoked meat. And we were in Quebec, so I figured, but other place I don't order a smoked meat. Like, I'm looking for trouble, right?
Yeah.
It was a smoked meat with a basil Dijonnaise kind of thing, and it was on a little kind of I forget what the bun would be, but it was anyway. It was good, man. It wasn't.
It was good. Meat. I thought you were gonna tell you it was crap.
It was good, but it wasn't. You shouldn't call it. The meat was smoked meat, but the sandwich itself was different because it had the basil.
Like a Waldorf salad version of fucking Montreal smoked meat, right?
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like your average smoked meat sandwich, and so you never really know what you're getting, With a
smoked meat Pete would have been fucking disastrously fucking.
Yeah, it would have been like a little up in arms, but it was good. For a restaurant in a pretty historic hotel, I'd say they pulled it off. But the beer was bar none, man. It was the best. I forget the name was some like I say, La Vieille something, whatever. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, I googled your place before, and I'm gonna bring you down memory lane because you're gonna recognize a couple of these names. Do I still have it open? Yeah. So I found the Brasseurs de Montebello.
Yeah.
And I'm on the Our Beers page. They got the 1952, the Choco Bello. They got a chocolate beer, bro. La Thérèse, La Grand Feu, La Jack Rabbit, Le Canuck, La Miss Betty. Like Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Like the fucking, can you see that? Betty Boop there? Oh.
Yeah, up on the top.
They got tons, man. La Reine du Mont Vinois, La Fantôme d'Elzilda, La Fondue.
That's it. La Fantôme.
Fantôme d'Elzilda?
That's an IPA?
That's
the one. That's the one.
It's a bière forte, so it could be considered an IPA, yeah.
Really?
La Pendule, la Spectre. Oh, here it is. La Spectre des Îles. So there's the Fantôme des Îles and la Spectre des Îles.
It could be that one too.
That's
it's one of the two.
That's the one. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
La Spectre des Îles is an IPA.
Bar none, man, the best. And I mean, I've had IPAs across the country,
cool.
like on various trips, and I've had it up in Charlevoix and in Bay St. Paul, and they got great beer there too. And I mean, all over the place. And this, I swear to God, was like. It was awesome. Awesome.
So I'm going to go to my guy in Cartier. I'm going to ask him for that. And if he doesn't have it, I'm going to tell him to get it. Because I have it on good authority that is the best.
I'm telling you.
I'd be surprised if he didn't have it.
It's amazing these days, the stores, these beer stores that have, I mean, the variety that we have available to us. I mean, and that's just in Quebec. We don't even have the shit that, in Ontario and where, you know, BC. I mean, it's great. I read an article in the local paper when I was eating lunch the other day. There's a microbrewery, on Main and Mary Street. It's called Le Même Frais, right? From Magog.
Okay. Right.
And they make their own and they sell it in the bar restaurant. And the guys, it was an article about the owner, the guy's name's Todd Pouliot, and he was bitching that he cannot sell or have his beer distributed within Magog. So, for example, at the arena, they got a exclusive distributorship with Molson and Labatt, but they won't take his stuff. He says, whereas in the arena in Farnham, they sell. Farnham is they have a microbrewery, and Farnham is well known. I've had some of their beer, and it's good stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And so they sell only Farnham beer in the Farnham arena. He's like, what the fuck? In Magog, no one will pick up my shit. Like, I can't give it away,
hilarious.
Other than in my own bar. He says, I sell it in Montreal. I sell it in Quebec City. I sell it in Sherbrooke.
How ridiculous is that? That's fucking crazy.
He's like, this is kind of like, it's almost like he's like kind of blacklisting the cities. Oh, no, that's not us. It's not our fault. And it's not under control. So, but, I mean, we got like a lot of world-class beers here in Quebec.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah.
And that's why I love meeting this guy in Cartier, because he's so passionate about it. He knows all of the different producers and and he knows the ones that he can't get. And it's all Quebec. I'm like, fuck, you got a huge selection here. How many countries are you getting it from? He goes, countries, province, Quebec. That's it. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah,
it's crazy. It just goes on. I mean, they're all fucking there. I'm like, whoa, bro. So okay, give me the starter pack, because I don't know. From it's been forever since I felt like I knew beer.
Have you ever tried? What's the name of them now? They're a non-gluten beer, and for Genevieve, I mean, she's what's that?
Glutenberg. Yeah, and they're not bad.
They're not bad. We've tried them because Genevieve for a while she was kind of like sworn off of gluten, and we bought her some because she likes a beer here and now.
Yeah.
And their red was actually
not bad.
Pretty good for for non.
They got a dark beer. They got a stout. They got a blonde. They have a red. They have like 6 or 7 types, like an IPA clone, and it's not bad. I got to say, I mean, they do a pretty good job. But the thing that sucks is that, like, just, I don't know, 200 miles south, there's, fucking amazing gluten-free microbreweries in the States that are just amazing. Absolutely incredible. And they're doing a fucking wicked job, but we don't get access to any of that shit. So we got, there's 2 or 3 brands that are just fucking garbage. Glutenberg is the least garbage of all of the gluten-free beers that's available in Quebec. But it's crap. It's total crap. What I was hoping with this guy in Cartier, I said, do you have any gluten-free beers? He goes, nah, unfortunately, it's just Glutenberg. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is with the distributorship here in Quebec? He goes, I know, it's crazy. A lot of people asking for it, but there's another brand that's in all the metros and Provogos, La Femme de la Fermier or some fucking brand or whatever, and it's a wholesome looking label of a farmer wife, picking hops or whatever the fuck she's picking, and it's crap. It's total fucking crap.
I haven't
Garbage.
tried it.
It's disgusting.
Genevieve just gave up. She's drinking the gluten beer, like she's buying Creemore is what her brand is now.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we don't bother,
beer.
but
good beer.
They, it is good beer. I've stolen a few on a Saturday night, and hey, where's my beer? Oh, so I don't know. Aiden drank it. I'm sorry. Anyway, it'll come to that soon enough. But anyway, but you're right. And what's disturbing is that I was talking to a guy when I was in Montebello earlier this week. He's from Toronto, and he was saying, he's drinking like Boreal. He's like, this is good stuff. I'm like, where is it? What's it from? It's made here in Quebec, it's good beer, it is, there's no doubt about it. But we were talking about it because a couple of years ago at our conference, a bunch of senators came by and they said, well, we have this Canada Free Trade Agreement, for interprovincial trade. So, we can buy each other's beer and all this stuff and sell it in our stores and blah, blah, blah. Because there's so many different beers across the country and all kinds of a number of craft breweries is craziness.
Yeah.
And anyway, so they have this new free. Pardon me. This is 2 years ago. They came. They made this big announcement at our thing. They used the opportunity to kind of peddle their report and all this stuff. And Canada Free Trade Agreement's in place, but I'm still not seeing a lot of Ontario beers and New Brunswick beers or BC beers here. Granville Island is about the only thing I think that you can get. Or was it Goose Bay, the one you had in your fridge upstairs, the IPA?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there's Granville and Creemore. I mean, there's a few.
No, there's not a lot of crossover. Even the ciders and shit. You remember? Like if you ever been to the LCBO, you can pick up there's 20 different types of cider, and it's just fucking great. I mean, it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
All different flavors, peach and fucking whatever you name it. Weirdo. More like. I guess what your wife would get one cider, and there's all these weirdo flavors, and they get the hard ciders for the guys, But you can choose. There's like 12 brands. You don't get that here, and they don't even have the only cider that we had for the longest time in the pubs was what am I thinking of? Is it Crossbow or the fuck is it called? I can't remember the name. Anyway, there was only one, and even that is not available anymore. It sucks. So there's so much stuff to be had, especially Ontario. They got so many fucking microbreweries. What's up, bro?
I just scoffed 3 bagels.
Now you're talking.
You can't eat them at all anymore.
Well, on occasion I do. Listen. I can eat gluten. It's not an allergy. It's an intolerance.
Yeah.
But which
you probably caused by drinking 6 metric tons of beer in your youth. But anyway.
Pretty much. No, I believe that 100%. So if I had a stubby now, all day, man, all day. Next day,
really?
Yeah. It fucking my body's like, shut the fuck up. So thank goodness I've discovered wine. I never drank wine growing up, so like my body's like, okay, that's sure.
Now it all makes sense.
Yes. Exactly.
Drinking vino.
No, because we've been eating wheat for fucking 4,000 years, mankind. But it's only in the last 50 that everybody's fucking gluten intolerant. Gee whiz, do you think it's because it's genetically modified to be that way?
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, look at dairy products too, right? Lactose intolerance. I mean, I fucking grew up drinking milk. That's all we did, And now it's a problem, and it makes people fart, and it makes people this and that, and like, oh, give me a break. Like, but why? Yeah. What changed, right? There's got to be something.
Everything changed.
Either the product changed or our bodies changed, and so therefore the reaction is different to the same product that we had when we were kids.
Wait, my dad is having such a hard time, right? Because of all the pills that he takes. But we're talking that now he can't tolerate cucumbers. They give him like horrible gas. Me too. When I have cucumbers, it's like fucking burp. But I can eat pickles and they do nothing to me.
How fucking up is that?
Sorry,
That's
laugh,
so
but-
weird.
I haven't heard about an intolerance to cucumbers, man.
Not an intolerance. It just gives them gas.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of that
That's
before.
fucked up.
I feel
Where the
bad
hell
for your
does that
dad.
come from? You know, like the shit that they spray on potatoes there, butt nip or whatever.
No, the potatoes are one of the worst ones because of the fertilizer in the ground. That's the first thing you should buy organic almost.
Yeah. It's all this stuff to basically make it so that whatever you're buying produce from the grocery store, you can't plant it because it won't grow. That's basically what they're doing, right? They're spraying it with some shit to make it impotent. They're making the food impotent. That's pretty much what
Making
it
it
is.
last longer, making it grow faster, making it, it's all to get
all that stuff. You know, like, I mean, it's just, how come that you can, why can you buy, I don't know, clementines or prunes that they seem fine, you know? Strawberries are the worst. Like, what the fuck do they do to strawberries that make them last for months?
And they're this fucking big, man.
That's some of them, yeah.
Steroid
I know a
berries.
strawberry producer. His uncle used to do it. He goes, you know the rules for strawberries that they're sprayed 2 weeks before they're picked. That's by law, up to 2 weeks before they're picked because strawberries are the worst ones. They get attacked, right? So 2 weeks before they go to the store, they've been sprayed with chemicals. So you're getting them.
Yeah. There's a dirty dozen of food, right? I mean, there's all
That's
kinds
right.
of crazy beans and whatever, all that shit. It's just nasty. It's just nasty.
So you can still eat certain things. You can have certain breads. They shouldn't affect you.
So what I discovered was I willingly decided to do an exclusion diet years ago.
Yeah.
So there's a list, the allergens that exist, right? Coffee, alcohol, wheat, eggs, peanuts, all that shit that could be a
I hear
problem.
them.
I
You
fucking
hear him?
Hey?
Yeah. Sorry.
Your monitor's on?
Yeah, but he's on and off. He's just pissing and moaning.
Am I
Until I
waking
hear
him
a constant wail, I don't run.
up? Until it lasts more than 20 seconds, right?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I remember those days. It's nice. Thank you. Fuck. I've been cut off, thankfully, so there's no more babies for us. But don't miss the monitor days. Don't miss the monitor
hang on,
days.
I'll be back in a moment.
You do your thing, bro.
So okay,
I'm
did the
the
diet.
only one that's fucking scot-free tonight. No wife, kids are asleep. Woohoo! Yeah, boy.
She's gonna show up soon. You're still on the fucking phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This one,
It's
too.
almost 1 o'clock. Perfect. Anyway, whatever. So
you did the diet.
I cut all this shit out of my diet, and I said, oh, okay, well, we'll see what I'm, intolerant to. So it's a different recipe mix for everybody, right? If anyone ever does this, which nobody does, because doctors will never recommend doing it. They're not about that. So I discovered gluten, dairy, soy, sulfites, refined sugar, and there's one other. I can't remember what it is. So no more soy sauce for me at all. That's probably the worst one. The worst one. So let's say you go and you eat at a Thai restaurant. What are you intolerant to? All 7 are in there.
Exactly.
Refined sugar, soy, wheat, everything.
Exactly.
Oh, it must be the carrots. No, it's not the carrots. So I reintroduced everything slowly. Coffee is also a thing for me.
Really?
But, yeah, it's a very bad thing for me. And it's all shit that I fucking OD'd on growing up.
Yeah.
Soy sauce, yeah. When I was fucking a poor musician. Rice with soy and fucking carrots. Yeah, I'm fed. I'm good. I'm stuffed. Thank God I don't have a tolerance to rice because I love rice. So, and then the beer, absolutely. The gluten, whatever, hops, maybe. I don't know. Bread, fucking hot dog bread, all that shit. Cheap, fucking, can't eat it. Beer, then refined sugar, like all this shit that's, crap food. I can't eat it. It's it automatically, like I buy Demerara golden sugar. organic, fair trade, whatever the fuck. It's least refined as possible, but still being sugar. And I use that in everything that I cook. And if I go and grab, I don't know, ice cream cone or something, like frozen yogurt, it's something that has a lot of refined sugar, or I eat like Halloween candy, and I feel automatically like sick to my stomach because my body's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I told you, don't do this.
Wow.
Immediate response, but not like I don't puke or fucking shit or anything. I want to take a nap, like automatically. I get sluggish and bloated and crap and like headache and all these different things. So I can do it. Like I go to, if you invite me over for supper, and you don't know any of this stuff, and you're making fucking baked Alaska and cream pie and cheesecake.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it. Give me a big slice, okay? Big fucking, because you made it. So I'm intolerant. I'm not allergic. So your care that you put into making that shit, to me, is more important than, I can't have that because I'm fuck off. Just eat it, and I'll pay for it the next day. No one's going to know about it. I'm at home, I'm in privacy. Lock the bathroom door and don't call your friends.
But it's incredible, the refined sugar. That fucking blows my mind. That's
sulfites. That's the one I forgot about. Sulfites is an absolute thing.
Sulfites are everything.
In bigger quantities, in like boxed wine and shit that's like pervertedly preserved for fucking indefinite amounts of time.
Remember Johnny and sulfites?
What? Sorry?
Remember Johnny at the Paisan party when the sulfites kicked in?
The wine. Yeah, it was all red.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's used to drinking his father's wine at home. Comes to
drink that fucking that crap from the fucking hall. That's probably boxed. Well, no.
Yeah, it was bought-ins. It wasn't. They didn't pipe it in from somebody's house.
But it was bottled. It wasn't the box stuff, but it was bottled. But that stuff is shit. So.
Whatever. But it had sulfites, and he had a bad reaction. He was pissed to the gills. The guy never drank most of the time. Pissed to the gills, and he turned purple like a fucking eggplant. Right? And he's running around like a psycho in his hall. Johnny, sit still, man. And what the fuck's wrong with you?
Was that the night? Was it him or you had to pull out from under the bathroom stall? Like,
it could have been me. Yeah, pretty.
Sounds like a party, man.
Oh yeah, no, we had some good times. But trying to catch the purple guy in the parking lot to take him to the hospital, like running around like.
I remember.
He was a fucking athlete.
Running around like Homer Simpson.
He was an athlete, so we're smokers and drinkers, and we can't, we had way too much eating. Fucking slow down.
Son of a bitch, I'm going to throw a fucking boomerang at him.
Get your truck. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, what? Fucking Johnny, get in the fucking truck before we beat you,
That's
anyway, we took him to the sulfites, yeah. Anyway, he was purple. He didn't know what the fuck was going on.
See, like the refined sugar. Because at one point, Carmi did one of the paleo diet where she cut all refined sugar, and she noticed a big difference. But because here we're almost manic depressive. There's a lot of bad food.
But it's completely it's culturally acceptable for us to buy into whatever is on special. Buy in bulk shit that is not good for you, but you don't know it. Because no one's sitting there saying, wait a second, did you try, excluding that for a month out of your diet just to see how you'd feel? Fuck off. I love spaghetti. I'm going to eat this. Okay. So, I'm lucky because my wife, who has diagnosed with celiac disease, she says, listen, trust me, I was the first one to say, what the fuck? I like bagels too. I remember one night we're at Cunningham's. We were there together, and they're bringing out fucking complimentary trays of whatever, pastries, breaded stuff. She goes, fuck it, I'm going in. Like, no, babe, no, don't do it. Oh, fuck, but look, it looks so delicious. I'm like, no, babe, come on. She goes, yeah, it's the wine talking, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, it's the wine talking.
But she doesn't take anything, no medication for it.
No, the only cure for celiac disease is don't eat gluten. That's it. That's all you can do. There's no medication or whatever,
It's not a cure. It's a constant thing. You always,
compromise. You have to
vigilance.
check
Different
it,
levels,
being
like-
vigilant,
like-
check ingredients and all that shit. You know,
Like Ken, Annie, and his wife and his daughter, they both sort of have it.
Yeah, well, it's like Genevieve. I mean, since Kieran was born, before that, she was, gluten free because she didn't know if she had celiacs or whatever, and so she cut out all kinds of stuff. And me and Aiden, well, we're, she's like, oh, you shouldn't eat that stuff, and it's bad for you. And
Fuck you.
well, no, but we were trying to support her. But I mean, some of the crap she was eating, like that.
yeah,
Shoot me now,
it's fucking
It's
ridiculous.
fucking terrible crap. I mean, anyway,
It's
if you don't
ridiculous.
have to eat it, why would you? I mean, so, but since Kieran was born and they transfused like 3/4 of her blood, it's like a goddamn miracle. Like,
Really?
yeah. Now, problem is she has her moments there where, she probably ate like too much bread, too much cheese, and things
Yeah, but
kind of
her,
react.
It's more her. She did the big allergy test. What was it that
She did the whole FUD map
Yeah.
and all this crapola, and like they told her she was allergic to this and that. Like, I'm like, what? You're allergic? Like fucking potatoes, rice, like, might as well fucking give up life. She's allergic to everything. I mean, according to this, but. Anyway, in measure, balance, anyway, but yeah, since Kieran was born, I mean, it changed her intolerances, and so she eats regular bread, she eats gluten. Probably shouldn't if you go to extremes, then you pay for it. But if she
That's
has a little
normal
bit here
with
and there, whereas in the past she'd be doubled over in pain, agony for 2 days or whatever, but now it's okay. Cheese, dairy, but she still balances. Like she doesn't usually drink. She won't drink milk, so she has almond milk, which I want to.
Tell her to go to coconut milk. The almond milk is
Oh,
really
fuck
healthy.
that ends. We've been there. We've done all this shit anyway. And she's like, hey, and I got to test everything too. Like, hey, you'll see, you'll like it. Fucking, this fucking.
Kirby was pushing the fucking. What was it? Oh, stop drinking cream. You should have, I don't know what it was, either almond milk or fucking coconut milk. I'm like, how about Bailey's? Is that better
If
for
it
you?
smells-
That's the stuff. Now you're talking.
Everything I eat
Bailey's
smells
for
like
coffee is the best.
fucking
right.
pina coladas. It ain't right,
What?
Like I'm eating Cheerios, smells like pina coladas. I'm having fucking bread, toast, smells like pina coladas.
Fucking
But,
awesome.
no.
When you leave the house at 3 a.m. to go do snow and you're ripped up on Bailey's, it's awesome. Trust me.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
But I'm convinced. I've had this conversation with Ken and Annie. Since you bake your own bread, you should try it with the organic, non-bleached, non-blah blah, just to see how much.
Yeah.
Because
No, I agree.
Convinced it's our everything. Everything. We're all intolerant to gluten.
People coming back from France saying, I had the fucking croissant in France and it didn't affect me at all. And,
Yeah, but they
you heard these
got
stories all the time.
non-GMO over there and all kinds of
But
stuff.
it's just fucking constant underlying mystery of why is it really there? And, try imagining being a gluten-free person 10 years ago. I mean,
You're fucked.
you're fucked. It
Fucked.
tastes like cardboard. It's $50 for a cracker. And okay, you know what? I'd rather shit fucking blood every day than have to fucking forego rent to be able to buy a loaf of bread. Like, it's stupid. That's why I started the channel. I fucking told Liz, like, what the fuck do you do paying $8 for a loaf of bread? What? And we're dating. We're not married at this point, so I can't tell her fucking no. But it's like, what? Your pasta is $5?
Yeah.
We're done. Next girlfriend. But then it's like, no, that's fucking unfair. She goes, yeah, it's kind of unfair, but snacks cost more, and I have to shop at the health food store. I'm like, no, I'm gonna start cooking. I mean, I can make a steak, but now I'm gonna learn how to make gluten-free bread. That's where it started. That's exactly why it started, because it was
ridiculous.
We have kids, and so the girls are like, we like fucking chicken nuggets. I'm like, oh crap! Did you know how much the gluten-free organic chicken nuggets cost?
Yeah, about a pound of gold.
Get more bullets for your gun, because it gets worse. The story compounds, and you're like, I need a mortgage to pay for the food. Like, it's stupid. So okay, that's no. We're you kid friendly, and you're a pescatarian. You're gluten free. You're dairy free. I'm a meat. Okay, we can eat like a family. We're not fucking doing 7 meals every goddamn night. We're gonna eat everything the same fucking thing. You are gonna start liking fish. You are gonna stop eating fucking cookies, and you, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. So let's fucking make something. Come up with recipes. You know, that's where it started. That's exactly why. That's the only reason why. And
we started going down that road.
You have to get good at it, otherwise you fucking go broke. You know.
Well, I remember when we did it with Connor, when we first did the gluten and the dairy free for him, and Carmi's like, we all have to eat like this. Yeah, good luck. Because at that time, there was only, out of all the pastas that we tried, is the rice one is horrible. I remember the rice one. It was back then. Probably was horrible.
Yeah.
There was
you ever tried Catelli fart?
Fuck off. There was.
We tried. I know we got a free box. We tried it. It was
cauliflower. Catelli is for you.
I know, white people. Yeah, whatever.
Fucking miserable French bastards from this box.
It was a free box, and we never bought it again because, god damn it, I almost blew my son's fucking dick off. It was, like fucking eating. Like, oh my god, as I'm eating, like I feel gassy, like immediately, and like by the time I finish eating supper, I mean, damn near shit myself, so. What the fuck? So that's what I call it instead of Kelly Smart.
Why the fuck is it so bad? It shouldn't be, but it is because this stuff is so fucking. Anyway, the only one that I liked was the corn pasta.
Yeah.
But Christ Almighty, it'd make you fucking shit your brains out. So, what's the point?
Yeah.
And at one point, Carmi was grinding her own almonds to make almond flour.
Good for her, man. Wow.
But it was brutal. Wow, it was too much. It's too much because you're trying to do everything, It's just making.
No, you burn out just fucking making supper. Like it's crazy.
That's her biggest thing now because you have the little one that all he eats is bread and cheese and fucking nuggets, and then the other one he eats everything, but he eats like 5 times more than everybody else. So you got to make fucking bulk. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the whole gluten thing, because I discovered it because of Connor, I'm like, this can't be. It can't be. We've all been, as humans, we've been eating this shit for 4,000 years. That's all that they had. Some fucking idiot. Let me try to stick this in my mouth. Okay, let's harvest it. Whatever,
Right.
How did we all just?
It doesn't make sense.
No. So for me, it's, and I remember reading an article somewhere saying that Canadian wheat, they tripled the gluten amount in it. I don't know, like 20 years ago or something like that. It really is something that they did to it.
Yeah,
for whatever
absolutely.
reason.
I totally agree. There's all kinds of stuff.
Because the old adage, too much salt and fuck the salt. The salt's fine for you. Go read the fucking ingredients on your salt. That's another thing. I freaked his wife out one time. I go, where's your
sugar?
Did you ever read the ingredients? Why is there sugar in your salt?
Yeah, that was a bit of an eye opener.
Go buy sea salt because we take it for granted. We grew up. It wasn't
buying sea salt and kosher salt. This the 2 types I got always. Bulk barn, fine sea salt, even though it has plastic in it, whatever. And kosher salt because the fucking rabbis actually there's 1 or 2 things that they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. We use the Himalayan. I like the Celtic.
That's fucking great. Awesome. Even better.
The gray Celtic. You ever seen that one? I like that one.
Fucking good. Where do you get it?
Good salt.
Where do you get it?
Winners.
No, not the Celtic.
Not Himalayan? The Celtic. That other crap, the Himalayan. We got you a batch of it.
The Himalayan, you can get it at Winners. You can get it. I order it from well.ca. Believe it or not.
Really?
The Himalayan.
Oh, shit.
Because Tahoe gouges you. Because they're a bunch of pricks too.
Right.
Celtic Provigo has it. Celtic Provigo has it, I think. I remember.
Provigo.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. Cool. Jim, it's a huge fucking industry, the organic.
I know, and through my work, I'm not the food guy, but we got a whole food committee dealing with this shit.
I'll still eat fucking donuts. I'm a diabetic and I buy donuts. I don't give a fuck. There's less sugar in a donut. You can eat 3 donuts for 1 muffin. Go read how much grams of sugar are in a muffin, and go read how much grams of sugar in a donut. You're gonna like what?
I think back now to the shit that I ate, man. Like all those fucking years of being in construction and being a musician, and like, oh, no kidding.
Yeah. But Paul, you know how I justified in my head? I had this conversation with my dad because an actual nurse, because he's on Coumadin, right? For blood, it's a blood thinner, right?
My mom too, same thing. Coumadin.
Okay, so you should know now what rapini is.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not allowed to eat rapini because it thins the blood.
It's a blood thinner. All of those dark green vegetables, yeah.
But get this, the nurse told him, she goes, no, don't not eat it. Eat it every day. Just eat a little bit so your body gets used to eating it every day instead of eating it once a month, and then it's like allergic reaction. And I said, that's what I've been saying forever. Eat a little bit of everything every day. I can't still call me. Let them eat shit every once in a while. A little bit. Yeah. Because if your body, they're going to go out and eat with their friends.
Yeah, it's wholesale
shock. It out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I always said it literally is about balance. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Because you can never control it 100%. No. The only way is if you grow it, you kill it, you cook it.
Ideally, yeah. Yeah. Or if it's, we have a small garden. I mean, we could never sustain ourselves all year on one tiny little garden. I mean, you'd need a hobby farm just to be able to fucking grow enough tomatoes or zucchinis or whatever. I mean, how much fucking zucchini can you eat? Let's just be honest, all right? I mean, you grow 20 of them and you're like, oh, I'm done, exactly. Okay, zucchini loaf, zucchini this, and no, it's not happening.
Exactly.
But, so you got no choice. You got to live off the fucking grocery store. We're never going to be fucking year-round farmers. So
no.
When you're in there,
it is scary.
Fucking, the shitty product. Oh, that looks good. Look at these chips. These are on sale. Yeah, I'm going to eat about 8 bags of that. Perfect. It's just normal. We rat pack the fucking junk food.
But that's it. There's certain things that I still like. I know this is shit. Fuck you. I'm having it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But. You balance. Okay. I don't eat too much. I don't eat a chocolate bar a day like I used to. Mind you, chocolate's good for you nowadays. Anyway, whatever.
Gentlemen,
Cadbury chocolate is the worst.
Cadbury? Yeah, why?
It's full of crap. Jim was about to sign out.
I think so.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, I agree.
My ankle's starting to get ooh.
I'm going to count myself lucky that my wife was out partying long enough to fucking let the Soulmason episode run until its entirety inside the control room. Yeah, boy!
That's true. No truck tonight.
Yeah. That's what I said before. I said, what's going on here? There's special occasion.
Weird. It's so fucked up. Gonna have to get a soundproof control room with a fucking drum room and a fucking computer set up so that I can just go and record with you guys. Basically, I don't care about the music part, just to hang out.
Yesterday when we were yapping, when she came back, she said, I could hear him in the fucking driveway so
The windows are open. It's that beautiful temperature where it's just cool enough that no AC and the windows are open. At night it cools the house down. So when she beep beep, she pulls in. Yeah, oh, for fucking shit's sake! God damn it! But then she likes come in. She sneaks in. Hi, I'm on TV.
We have to meet officially eventually.
Yeah. It'll happen. I'll have you fuckers over, and we're gonna barbecue all kinds of shit. No gluten free that night, guys. It's gonna be full on meat and fucking potatoes.
Bring the pig.
Meat and potatoes. Yes.
Oh, one last thing before we sign off. Do you have a rotisserie on that thing?
Yep. For all of its size, and all of its fucking great fucking, it has the notches. I just don't have the motor and the thing, so I could.
We might be able to produce. My dad has, or used to have one. I think I have it in the garage.
Because I did do mine has it, and I haven't done it in a while now. But the chicken is worth it.
Yeah. Anything is worth it.
You know what I did there? Actually, I did pork loin on that. fuck, it was
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
On the road, I was shocked. It came out so fucking. It was gone. I didn't even get to taste it. Between my brother-in-law and his brother, it was like. Just fucking
That kind
inhaled.
of shit is fucking amazing. I mean, back in the day of the charcoal barbecue, I did a fucking lamb leg or whatever. It took me fucking 8 hours. I was 20 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. Oh, pretty damn good.
Hey, we're gonna convert you, Jim.
Convert me. Yeah, you know me. Chicken.
Yeah, the only thing that comes off a barbecue that you eat is fucking chien chaud, like you said.
That's right. Quebec sausage.
Quebec sausage, yeah.
It's okay. You know what? The buck stops here because my kids they eat all the meat, they eat all the blubs and rare and whatever. It's just me. Give me the hot dogs. Give me the whatever. Hoof and snout. I'm good. I'm happy.
Hoof and snout.
Yeah.
Final note. What
Assholes
kills
and
me,
lips.
if you remember, Paul, this fucking guy will eat jerky sticks from a dépanneur.
I remember the jerky sticks.
But I
Makes
haven't
no
done
sense.
that in a long time. But,
We used to go and get them across the street from the local
Yeah,
man. We said,
remember?
let's get a couple of jerky sticks. That's good shit. Yeah,
Plastic.
yeah,
Yeah.
good times, man. I remember it well.
Salt. It was all about the salt and the foreskin. There was
Salty foreskin. That would have been the other band name that we could have come up with. Right?
And on triple A to end the
Big fishy
evening.
and salty foreskin.
Oh, Steve, we have one for you.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. As always, a pleasure.
A bientôt.
Buenas noches, friends.
Good night, guys.
Take it easy.
I'll alert you when everything's ready.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
keep us posted, bro.
Have a good week, boys.
Good night, you guys.
Yeah.